Hey there, welcome to tonight's episode of Loot Die Repeat, where people who seem to continually have sound issues in their production sit around and roll some dice, laugh at each other, and it is definitely laughing at each other, not with each other. And we do some role-playing known as Dungeons & Dragons, and thank you for your patience as we were working through some of our sound issues and a little bit of a delay, but we are here now, and we're glad that you are with us as we continue our little story. If you'd like to watch any of the past episodes, you can check them all out on Twitch or on YouTube, and of course watch us live here on Twitch. We'd really appreciate your following and subscribing and supporting the channel as our little community continues to grow. So it's great having you here. As a way of saying thank you, we have several giveaways going on, and you can see those giveaways right here. And we are halfway to giving away this massive blue brown dragon here. So 25 more subs and we will hit our mark and we'll give that guy away. So it's great to see the progress there. And tonight we'll be giving away those blue dice as well as the two little mini guys there. If we get 3 new subs tonight, we'll give away that fallen angel as well. So I'm trying to do some little micro goals, and along with all the free stuff every week, and then the big guy at 25 more subs, halfway there to that. So we'll give that stuff away tonight. We, of course, have a way for you to interact with us through the chat, so please let us know what you think and what you like, what you don't like. Make fun of us. You know, we do it ourselves, so that's great. And you can affect the game through the cheering of bits. And if you type in exclamation point, I forget what it is. Exclamation point commands give you all the different commands that you can type in the chat. And it will tell you all the different things going on, including one of the commands which actually tells you what you can purchase with bits to help the party. And the one that is perhaps the most effective for the most bang for your buck, so to speak, is for 250 bits. You can purchase advantage for any of the players at the table, and they always appreciate that when you do that, but they do need to use that before the end of the night because they don't carry over. Okay? So yes. All right, well, enough ado about that. Let us continue our adventure. And so we begin with a little recap. And our adventurers, known as the Shades, have been in the port city of Sirloon, investigating several of the odd happenings that have been occurring there in the recent past. They've been sent out by Captain Curtis to investigate an abandoned ship that had been moored in the harbor for 40 days. And they had seen no sign of life. And as they went and inspected the ship, they were attacked by a guardian elemental, water elemental, and were able to subdue it. Meanwhile, Rubius Thornbray, their intrepid fighter, had been whisked away by the necklace that he had been given. It had been gone about 20 days in the city of Waterdeep, halfway across the world. While in Waterdeep, he was sent on an errand to find a runaway dog, and while searching for the pup, was ambushed on the road and saved miraculously. By who, he does not know. But he woke up in the Temple of Light, being cared for by a young monk named June, who was tending to his wounds. After making pleasantries, the necklace whisked him back in the midst of his treatment, and June was taken with him, as both Rubius and June appeared in the captain's quarters alongside of the rest of the party. The party met June, and having no other opportunities to do anything otherwise, continued with their investigation of the ship, and ultimately found lurking in the depths 2 spider-like creatures that ambushed them. After taking them out and securing all of the cargo and the survivors in that ship, they returned to Captain Curtis and were told of a new task, a caravan that had gone missing. As they were retreating back to their quarters for the night, 3 figures emerged from the shadows, one grabbing JB, one grabbing Morthos, and one grabbing Killian, and all 3 were whisked away in a flash. And it is now in that moment that we pick up tonight's episode. And so, Rubius, June, Oliver, and Ray, you turn around and you see nothing but a brief wafting of smoke in the air and the smell of ashy brimstone that is in the place of where your 3 friends used to be.
Killian! And Ray is gonna dive for them.
Okay, you dive into the smoke and there is nothing there.
Where did they go, guys? We have to go find them quick! Let's go!
There's nothing we can do. Better take a nap.
What do you mean, take a nap? Our friends were just taken! Let's go somewhere!
Quite tiring.
I look around for, is there anybody around us? Like witnesses? Like that might have seen what happened?
No, it's getting on towards night. It's about 6 p.m. and this is kind of dinner hour here. The streets are pretty sparse. Away down the way, you see a pair of guards walking, but they're completely oblivious to what's going on.
I'm gonna run up to them.
Okay.
Our friends were just taken! Where did they go? Who is the evil in this town? We have to get our friends back! They were just kidnapped!
Yeah. Go talk to Captain Curtis.
I kind of shake him a little bit. Where did they go?
Ma'am, I suggest you put me down right now before I arrest you. You're the one causing the commotion right here.
You guys are no help! She storms back to her friends.
I have no idea what just happened there. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
They just disappeared.
I know.
And there's ash all over here.
It smells like fire and brimstone.
Maybe that's a clue to where they went. Is there fire and brimstone anywhere? Hey guards!
You don't
Is anyone-
want to
Sodom and
They
Gomorrah.
walked away and they're completely ignoring
insult.
you.
We did learn that spontaneous combustion is a rare but unfortunate phenomenon.
Did you learn that in your monk school?
Well, I've never seen it, but I've heard
So you
of
don't
it.
know then. Okay.
Possibly.
Would their clothes be still here? Or their armor? Or their metal? That wouldn't burn in spontaneous combustion. They must have been taken
It
somewhere.
had to have been, but where? I don't know.
And with that, Morthos, your eyes quickly adjust to the relative darkness around you as there is another flash, and the hands that were grabbing you by the shoulders release, and you see a figure appear next to a door. In front of you are bars that have a low hum to them. Around you, it looks like you are in some sort of rocky cave. These bars being built into this stone wall. About 5 feet in front of you, in a room that is not very large, maybe 5 feet by 5 feet or so, you see a guard that is clad in dark leather, that is looking at you, and then looks over to another figure which has a red cape and hood, and seems to lean into the guard and whisper something to him. I need you to make a perception check.
A whopping 7.
7. All you can make out is from the guard. So this is the one we've been watching? And then something. And then from the other, I'm going to check on the other. And the door opens and closes very swiftly. There is a single sconce on the wall that sheds some dim light as the guard just kind of watches you through the bars. You also smell an ashy, smoky brimstone smell that is fading quickly as it mixes with what smells like just burning gas, like a gas lamp, which you presume comes from the sconce. And there is an underlying odor that's not very pleasant, which kind of permeates the space as well. You look around and there's some detritus and debris. It could be coming from that, but you're not quite sure of its locus.
Good word. So am I in a cage in the room, or I'm just in the room with bars in front of me?
You're in essentially a stone cave with bars that are in front of you.
In front of me.
Yep.
And there's a door in front of that?
Then about 5 feet in front of that is a door with a guard standing in front of it.
In front of it.
Yep.
Okay. You there. Why am I here? Why did you take me?
He just smiles at you and doesn't answer your questions.
There's 2 ways to do this. You can tell me what I want, and I might let you live. Or you can stand there with that smirk on your face, and I will kill you.
Get stuffed.
Who says that?
Domino's Pizza is $5.
Sit on it.
Morthos
You swear?
I order a pizza. I say that.
Morthos kind of grins,
Would you like that stuff?
looks at the guard, and says, I was hoping you would say that.
Stop him.
And I think the guy behind you will have something to say about that. As I put my echo right between him and the door.
As you say that, your echo appears, the radiant light coming from the monkish frame, and his eyes go wide for a moment as he begins
I go
to
right for his throat.
look over, make your attack.
Come on.
A 10.
And he kind of dodges out of the way as the fist smashes the wall right behind him, and he takes a swing back at the echo. That is a 17.
Ooh, actually, I think that'll hit.
You're getting stuffed right now.
Yep.
And the echo disappears and looks at you and goes, "What? What?" He goes to open the door.
I put him right back in between them again.
The echo is there again.
And I'm going to hit him again.
Go ahead and make your attack.
A 13.
Oh no.
That hits.
This is pathetic.
Yeah.
I know, I should have used some real dice.
I feel like I affected him.
Wrong one. Oh, I maxed it. An 8. That's 12.
12.
There we go.
This time as he turns for the door and the echo reappears, it punches him straight in the face and his nose impacts backwards, broken as his eyes just tumble up into his head and he falls down.
That's gonna need some plastic surgery.
So with that, I will use my bonus action to switch places with my echo.
You are now outside of the cage on the inside of the door.
Is the guy, I'd like to make a medicine check. Is he alive or dead?
Go ahead and roll your medicine check.
Kill him.
10.
10. He seems to be breathing very lightly, but the blood is running swiftly out his nose.
And
No, interrogate him.
I'm gonna try to actually slap him.
We're
See
not
if I
there.
can. But I'm gonna keep a knife right to his throat, and I want to try to wake him.
So, the mechanic, he's basically bleeding out.
Bleeding out.
So you'd have to, you could try to do a medicine check to stabilize him, but he is,
All right.
he's,
Out.
for all
out.
intents and purposes, unless you heal him,
Oh, I'm not doing that.
yeah.
All right. So if I don't feel like he's coming to, then I'm just gonna kill him.
You slap him a little bit on his face, and he's groaning a little bit, but his eyes are in the back of his head as he's knocked out.
I'm just gonna whisper to him. I warned you this would happen, and I'm just gonna kill him.
Okay. And as you do so, you take your knife and just put it in the side of his throat, severing the artery, and the breath leaves him.
How's the stuffing?
That's the stuffing. I like it. So I'll make a perception check, although I believe there's probably nothing in this room that's gonna. A 13. Do I see anything in this room that gives me anything?
Roll better
I know,
dice.
I can't roll.
There is
D&D Beyond, man.
There is nothing in the room,
Just the doors.
just the dead guard.
All right.
He has a short sword on him. He has a hand crossbow on him, and he's wearing black leather armor.
Nothing that I care about.
He does have a small pouch of gold
Well, I'll definitely take
with,
that off of him.
with 15 gold in it.
All right. Well, at least we got something out of this. All right. I will walk up to the door, and I'm assuming I can see through are there bars in the door? Can I see through it?
It's solid. It is a solid
Okay.
door.
Well, can I open it?
Sure.
It's unlocked.
It is unlocked.
All right. Oh boy. But before I actually push it open, I'd like to check it for traps.
Sure. Go ahead and check for traps.
Do you think they'd trap the door that was holding you in
I don't
another
know.
room with another door?
If it's unlocked, it doesn't matter. I rolled a
That's
9.
exactly what you would not expect.
It does not appear trapped to you.
Yeah.
Stop using those. Use
All
the
right.
dice.
I'm going to, in stealth, I'm going to attempt to open the door and just kind of peer my head and look to see what
Okay, roll your stealth check.
Come on. Come on.
Dude!
An 8.
Okay, you think you're pretty stealthy.
We're going back to real dice.
Where's the dice, Jill?
All right. I'd like to see what I see.
Okay,
Look
as-
at, you saying, when I open up, I'd like to take a
You
look.
put yourself up against the wall, you open the door, and immediately out the creek to the right, you see a hallway, and you, in order to peek the rest of the way out, you need to open it up further to get your head out. As you do so, the door makes a loud
It
and
was trapped.
and as it does, you look, and then you look to your left, and there are two guards that are about 15 feet away, both standing in front of a large double door, that immediately see you and yell out, "He's out! He's out! Call the guards!"
To my left, you're saying they are?
To your left, yep.
All right. I will. Well, I'm going to look to
One
my right. Do I
opens
see?
the door and yells in, "He's out! The dark one's out!" And the second one begins to pull a crossbow and aim at you.
Well, I'm going to run and keep my echo. I'm going to tell him to run literally behind me and use him directly behind me.
Okay, so
Her.
you go out.
Her. True.
You go out to the right.
To the right.
And as you turn, there is a hallway that is about 80 to 100 feet long. It's hard for you to tell. And there, every 5 or 10 feet, there's another set of doors. And it's just lined with doors all the way down. And at the end of the hallway, you see a guard that is looking around in your direction and sees you. And kind of it stopped. What are you doing now?
So there's two behind me.
Two behind
one in front
you.
of me.
Yep.
I'm going to run towards the one.
Okay, as you start running towards the one, he kind of smiles, and you see him step across the hallway and slam his hand against the wall. You hear a whirring noise, and you look down, and you see that there are slits in the floor as starting from the front and moving towards you very, very quickly, you see blades beginning to spin as they
Ooh, that's
all the way down the hallway. You have a moment to react. What are you going to do?
They're on the floor?
They're on
coming
the
toward me?
floor, yep. They come up several feet out of the floor, like 2 feet out of the floor, as they are just essentially meant to prevent any sort of...
So just so I get the imagery right, is this the entire floor or something that's a blade that's at a single point coming towards me?
So there are, good question, it's intervals, like every foot or so, there are blades, hundreds of blades all the way along the length of this hallway.
Okay.
That go kind of back and forth as the hallway moves forward, and essentially they're meant to prevent any sort of escape.
All right. Well, I will stop before the first blade
You're in the path. You can see that they're going
towards
to.
me.
They're coming
All right.
because you went around the stairway.
All right.
You went around the.
I will
hallway.
send my echo on the ceiling and tell him to run
Okay.
as far as he can, and when he, I guess in this case, when he's 30 feet ahead of me, I'm going to switch places with him, hopefully telling him to stop on a point where the blades are not.
So there's nothing on the ceiling.
Okay.
It's just on the floor.
Just on the floor.
Yep.
So I can have him go 30 feet ahead of me.
Yep.
And then that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
I guess it's hard to... Are the blades longer than 30 feet?
I mean,
Away from me?
they cover about, as they're emerging, they cover about 60 feet of hallway.
And there's no open spaces on the floor in between them.
No. I mean, there's there are maybe a foot or so apart, but then it's just the crisscross of blades all the way through.
I got no way to get across.
Find the guy that dimension doored you out.
Yeah.
Wake him back up. Oh wait, you killed him.
Well, the blades do not go from floor to ceiling.
Right, but so, I mean, I can send my echo 30 feet on the ceiling, and then I have to teleport, so I would fall from the ceiling. I'm kind of screwed there.
Well, don't you have greaves that allow you to walk on surfaces?
I have a climbing speed.
Right.
So I'd be with the climbing speed. Can I actually stick to a wall then, per se?
Well, so if you bamf, that's your bonus action. You still have your movement, right?
Right.
So then.
So can I like spider crawl across the ceiling with those greaves?
So with your climbing speed, yeah, you could essentially get on the. If you were to bamf 30 feet ahead and then use your climbing speed the rest of the way, you.
Well, that's I like that idea.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do. I'll send my echo kind of up on the corner of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Use my bonus action to switch places with them.
Yep.
And then I will kind of climb almost like a Spider-Man crawl. The rest,
okay.
Another 30 feet.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Right.
To make all this happen.
We're not using the other dice. Oh my gosh. Gotta be kidding me. 7. As you I've not rolled higher than a 10.
As
Welcome
you
to my
bamf,
life all the time.
you appear and you lose your grip for a moment, and you fall down into the blades. You take 5 points of slashing damage. As you quickly jump back onto the wall, this time you're able to grab on as your feet find footing, and you're able to crawl 30 feet the rest of the way past the blades into what looks to be a small, almost rec room. There's a table in the middle. There's some dartboards that are up. There looks to be almost a small little like makeshift kitchenette for preparing light meals. And the guard who is there takes a slash at you with his short sword. On the far edge of the room, you see stairs that go up about 10 feet to a little platform, and then there's a door that exits somewhere. You also see about 60 feet away another hallway going in the other direction.
All right.
The attack against you is a 13.
That'll miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. The door is closer, correct?
The door is closer. Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the door, but I'm gonna use a bonus action to bring my echo back.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna put the echo right next to the guy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run my 30 feet, and I'm gonna attack the guy with my echo.
Okay. So as you disengage from the guy,
Sure.
he'll take an
Fine.
opportunity
Yep.
attack against you. That's a 5.
That'll miss.
And then the echo makes his attack.
He'll make his attack.
Her attack.
Her attack.
Thank you.
Come on. There we go. I critted.
Go ahead and double your dice.
Wow.
12 plus. Well, that was only a 3. So 15.
15. He goes down in a pile as you hear the crack of bone as again their echo clocks him across the face and his cheekbone gets impacted and teeth are spit out before he just crumples on the floor.
Is there anyone else in the room?
There, as you look now, as you get up to the stairs, you look now, there are several guards coming down the other hallway, and the guards are standing now at the beginning of the blades on the other end. trying to take aim at you with
All right.
with.
Well, then I'm going to attempt
crossbows.
to. I'm going to open the door. And
The
hope
door
that it
is
goes-
locked.
It's locked.
But it's locked from the inside,
Okay.
so you can unlock it and go
I'm
out.
going to unlock it and open it.
Okay, you unlock it, and as you do so, it opens outward. As you do so, you feel the of hitting something. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Athletics. Come on. Give me some good. Oh my gosh. An 8.
8. As it opens about halfway, there's a Oi! What's going on there? As from around the door appears the head of another
I'm
guard.
going to go right for his throat. Just going to stab him.
Oh, so you're stuck Domino's pizzas.
Oh, I'm going to take out as many as
You're
I can
going
on my
into
way out.
PTSD mode right now.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Does he get a PTSD modifier?
Maybe.
+2.
There we go. 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Yeah, I was just...
An
Adrenaline
11.
modifier.
11. You go to jab him, and he moves his head out of the way, and you catch him in the shoulder, and a gout of blood pours out as he stumbles backwards. He catches himself, and as the door now swings wide, and shouts from behind you say, "Stop him! Stop him!" And there's another guard out there as well that hears it, and looks at the guy who's holding his chest, who kind of stumbles back away from you, and the guy who is holding his chest goes, "Release the beast! Stop him!" As you see in front of you, there is maybe a 50-foot by 50-foot large section of what you now see very clearly as kind of a collecting pool for sewage.
Ugh.
You've now emerged
You gotta swim through it.
In the
into.
sewer.
You've now emerged.
I ain't swimming through shit.
You've now emerged into the sewers. So this area was clearly connected to the sewers by way of this doorway. And as the guy who you stabbed yells this out, the one at the bottom of the stairs runs about 20 feet to a lever and pulls it, and you hear the
this is gonna be
of
great.
chain as you now look as this 50-foot by 50-foot pool, collection pool. On one end of it, there is about a 15-foot wide cave-like opening that has bars in front of it. But now those bars are being raised up.
Can I make a perception check? Is there any way that looks like it's a way out?
Go ahead and roll your perception.
Four, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, probably. An 11.
Dude.
Dude,
So-
I'm not, other than that crit.
There is, at the other end of the collection hall, there is a smaller sewer, and then there are several drains, like what would essentially be maybe a couple feet wide of just sewage that's pouring in. But there is one larger sewer on the opposite end of the collection sewer pathway. It doesn't have anywhere to walk. It's just all
Water.
but it does it does go out, and you can only see about 60 feet. That's the end of your vision, and you can't see beyond that.
Well, I don't see a better choice.
You do see now, as the bars raise, what look to be
All right. Well, as soon as I
three
see that,
tentacles that pop
Oh,
up.
no.
They are covered in the two on the outside are covered in spines, and the center one has eyes all through the center.
great.
As it looks up, it looks around, and then sees the three of you,
where this is going.
on the side. The guy who pulls the lever, he kind of moves back and looks up at you, and he runs the rest of his movement and rushes past you back into the base on the inside.
well, as soon as I see the little things come out, I'm gonna run. I'll use every ounce of movement I have, and I'm gonna run towards the one path that you talked about with the water.
Okay, and so you jump.
Conveniently, I'm just gonna one on top of the water.
You jump off the stairs and you land on the water surface as if it is hard surface, and you begin to run. As you do so, you hear a guttural roar from this creature as it now emerges its full body up, and it's got a massive maw with hundreds of teeth, as it takes a slash at you with its tentacle as you rush past. That is a 16.
That will not hit. And I don't have my shield out either, so...
And so the tentacle, as you're running, you duck underneath it as it smashes into the water, filling the air with fecal detritus that covers you as you continue continue
to
rushing
run
forward.
I will tell my echo to stop behind me.
Okay.
And I will continue to run forward.
So you're telling your echo to stop next to the creature?
Stop next to the creature.
Okay.
And I'm just going to continue to keep running.
So you continue running, and now as you're getting out 30 feet, 60 feet, your vision is ahead of you, and you can see that the tunnel goes ahead about 30 feet, and then there are two branches, one to the right and one to the left, as this sewage creature, this Otyug, takes a swipe at your echo. And that is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
As your echo just disappears under its roar, and it continues now to swim towards you. It is about 15 feet behind you as you continue forward.
So I will use my bonus action to put the echo right in front of its path again, and I will just continue to keep running.
Okay, are you going to the right or to the left?
Ooh.
Do I see daylight or any type of light from either one of them?
It is pure. It's pitch black. It's only through your dark vision and your
So I don't see any type of light.
your radiant sight that you're able to even make out anything.
Evens left, odds right.
Smell for fresh air.
Odds. So we're going right.
Okay.
Now you go to the right, and as you do so, you look and you see that about 20 feet in front of you is a waterfall of sewage.
Oh no.
That goes up about 10 feet, and then you can't see what continues beyond that. As
View's looking pretty
you
shitty.
approach, the creature is rushing behind you and is turning the corner as you approach the waterfall. Go ahead and roll an athletics check to make your way with your water walking ability and your climbing ability to make
19.
it up. As you scatter the flowing water around
You could say the flowing crap.
The flowing crap. You rush up and make your way up and continue forward. The creature, two tentacles on the top as you see the maw emerge over, and it continues forward towards you.
Stop.
As you dash forward, you come to a four-way intersection. Which way are you going? Straight, left, or right?
Right. Oh, wait.
Hey.
No, I'm not going right. There's no way I'm going right.
hoping you would.
No way I'm going right. We're going to go.
It's a double bluff. He wants you to go right.
Well, no, if I went right and then I go right again, I'm starting to go backwards.
You would be right.
That would be the last thing you'd expect.
So I'm going straight.
You go straight.
I'm going straight.
And with your double dash action, you're able to stay out of its reach as it curves around. And rather than having a left or right, it's kind of a branch point where it Ys off. It's trying to keep up with you as you move. You go through a series of several twists and turns in the sewers beneath what you assume to be Serloon before you're confident that it's far enough away where you begin to look now for an escape. Roll a perception check.
This is classic calm before the storm in a movie.
21. Now I'm rolling.
And there at the edge of your vision, you see what appears to be a manhole that is in the ceiling about 15 feet above the floor. And there are rungs that are kind of welded into or drilled into the stone. And so you're able to climb up and push the manhole cover up. And as you do so, the creature roars as it must be very close, but you're able to get out and close the manhole cover as you have exited the sewers. It is dark outside, and you take your bearings and don't really know where you are.
All right. by chance, can I make a check to see if I can figure out direction?
Yes,
North, south,
roll
east,
a
west?
survival check.
That looks like a low number.
It's a 9. Man, rolls are just not good to me today.
You got so turned around in the sewers, you're not quite sure which way is north, south, east, and west just by your pure bearings, but you do see the large kind of hillside that the city is built into. You know that that's to the northwest, and you see where that is, and you know that in comparison to that, the Blue Cow is about a couple minutes walk to the east.
All right. Well, I will just run in that direction.
Okay. What? After you guys had the initial realization of what was going on, what are you doing?
We should ask Jack. He knew so much about the city and he gave us such good information. Maybe he knows about this evil and the kidnapping. He's so smart.
Come out. You think the 13-year-old boy gave us good information and knows where to go?
Absolutely, he gave us He was so detailed before. Don't you remember?
No, I think we should go back because that's the only place that Morthos, if he can get out, would know where to find us.
About that nap.
I'm going to look at the book, the captain's log. I don't know. Maybe there's something in there about this. This is weird. Like, we find the ship and then three people get taken.
You would have to stop and take time to...
Are we at the Blue Cow?
No, you're not.
Oh, I thought we were already there.
This is...
I assumed we were walking.
I think this is right after they got picked.
Yeah.
Okay. This
So,
is bing, bing.
what are you guys... What are you choosing
I think
to
we
do?
go back to the Blue Cow. That's
And
the
ask Jack.
Sure. That's the only place he would know where to meet us.
You said it left behind like brimstone, right?
A smell, yeah.
Oh, there's nothing like a powder or substance?
No, it was a smoke that
Okay.
dissipated.
All right.
Maybe he knows where that smell came from too.
Does anyone have a vial or something that we can like scoop it up and maybe do some research on
There's
it?
no
What's
powder.
Oh,
It was just a smell.
That's why I asked. I was going to think about doing
I
that.
thought there was powder. All right. Just smell.
How are you going to scoop a smell?
That is a good question, Rubius.
All right, back to the Blue Cow Inn.
As you arrive back to the Blue Cow Inn, a few short minutes later, you smell sewage.
Oh, that is... Does anyone smell that?
As the
I
door-
think they have a plumbing
As
problem.
the door is flung open, and there before you is Morthos, covered in dripping fecal matter.
I reach up
Yes!
and take toilet paper off one of his horns. Did you know that was there?
I didn't care.
What the hell happened?
Where were you?
Are you hurt?
Did you not see? I was taken.
We were gonna try to find you.
Yeah, but like, where did you go? What happened? You just disappeared.
I don't know who, I don't know why, but I was taken to the sewers. They took.
Sewers?
I think they took. Well, JB's not here, and neither is Killian. Did they take them?
We believe so
Mike,
with
stay
you.
on.
Something smells.
I just said I was in the damn sewers.
He's clearly covered in crap.
Listen,
was
we
thinking
need
that
to
was
go.
it.
I overheard the one in the room I was. He said he was going to go check on the others. I believe that they have to be there. It is a, I don't know. It almost looks like it is a base, some type of encampment of theirs.
For evil?
In the sewers?
In the sewers, there was actually like rooms. One of them looked like a, I don't know, almost a rec hall, but it was like still like tables and like you could tell they were holed up there.
You didn't see any other cells?
Oh, there were cells everywhere, but I was running for my life. There were too many of them. I took a couple out, but
No,
I,
Well, let's go.
why did
Ray
you?
stands up.
Why did you jump into the poop?
this is the only way I saw out. I was, well, there was a creature.
Ooh.
Can I make a check if I actually would even know what it is?
Sure, roll a history check.
History check.
What did it look like?
11.
Describe it to me. I probably know.
Well,
11. You
Yeah.
know that in large cities, more than just, like your local village and even more than a established town, but in a larger city like Sierloon or like Waterdeep or like Neverwinter where you're from, that have a more developed sewer system, the primary way that these cities actually dispose of the waste is by capturing large creatures known as otyugs or otyugs that actually eat the waste. And they
Gross.
trap them in the sewers, and they have the waste typically funnel to their holding areas, and
nice.
that is how the waste is disposed of. And so you presume that what you fled from, that what chased you was one of those creatures.
I believe it was an otyug.
By the way, it looks like that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Aw, it's cute.
Turn it this way. Well, that's not that bad.
They,
As my
It's a
imagination
large,
pictured something
very
much
large
worse.
creature. And the 3 tentacles, the middle one with the eye stalks, and then just a massive toothy maw.
when I reached the sewers, this was trapped in a cage, and I heard the one guard says, "Don't let him escape.
poor
Release
beast."
the creature," and they actually released it, and it chased me through the sewers. I barely escaped with my life, but
What happened to it? Did it die?
no, it's still there. I'm sure it is roaming the sewers.
They eat waste. I believe if it caught you, it would just lick the waste off of you.
I somehow doubt that. I saw its teeth. It does not look like it would lick me.
Well, do you think we should return?
We must. I
How
have
do you
to-
know that JB is there?
I don't, but I know I heard him say he was going to check on the others.
We have to go now.
And there
Come
were-
on, guys.
There was a hallway with many cells, just like the cell that I was in. I can only imagine they must be there or somewhere nearby. We don't have much time. They obviously know I got away. And they
Well-
are going to, I don't know, either move him or fortify or try to get reinforcements or something.
Let's be off.
We must try to get there quickly.
Well, hold on. If this place is something that is used to collect waste from a large city or establishment, you'd think that city officials would know about it. Do you think it's worth asking around? Maybe there might be another entrance. If you left one entrance and just escaped, they're going to be on very high alert.
We should return through the sewage.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe we could get an understanding of the underground and come at it from a different angle.
we don't have time for this.
Ray,
Do you have time for dying?
You have a massive wound on your side of your hip.
I am bleeding profusely,
Yeah.
but we have to go. Words are tough.
Well, yeah, when you lose that much blood, words are
I'm
tough.
starting to get a little dizzy too.
Can I make a perception check?
Jack comes up to you and he offers you a warm compress and some bandages.
Can I make a
You
perception?
kind of look a little hurt, miss, and thought maybe you'd like this.
Oh, I think he's got
Thank
a crush
you.
on
Summer breeze.
The lad is
I guess we can
smitten.
wait a little bit.
I'm going to move over and help him
Young
put the
love.
bandage on.
Okay.
So maybe you could get some information on the sewers, and we can come at it from a different angle.
Can I make a perception check as to the state of all the party members per se, just their general health?
So go ahead, roll a medicine check.
Come on.
Check my mental health.
That's a 16.
So you look and you see that Ray is rather
Beat up.
beat up, several deep wounds. June looks untouched. She looks ready to go. Rubius looks untouched, ready to go. JB and Killian obviously are gone. And Oliver, while he doesn't look too badly injured, what are you at?
7.
He does, in fact, look pretty badly injured. And more than that, the usual vigor and verve that he has, his panache, he's kind of dragging a little bit.
Bart's like drooping.
Is there any store that would have healing wares?
Well, listen. As much as every ounce of me wants to run back in there, I counted at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 guards as I was leaving. And you two are in no shape to currently
I'm hurting
fight.
right now.
JB.
I can still take care of 4. You guys got the other 3?
What if...
Listen, if you were caught and put in a cell and they hadn't killed you yet, I highly doubt what's this person's name? JB?
And
Oh,
Killian.
yes.
Yeah.
I highly
And
doubt
Killian,
he's
don't
going to be
forget him.
killed right away. They're probably holding you for something.
He's probably
Well,
sharing
I
a
would
mug
agree,
with
but the longer
the
we
Otyugh
wait,
right now.
the more likely it is that they are either going to move him or the reinforced or bring other
Okay.
guards or whatever.
What if we rest for like an hour? Come up with a game plan. Maybe you could go talk to Captain Curtis and jump into the ocean, and
Yes,
then
that's a
get
good idea.
a better understanding of like there's got to be a different way in, so we don't
I agree.
backtrack where this craptopus is.
Why don't we, since these two look pretty healthy,
I'd look great.
why don't we try to find maybe alternative ways to get into the sewer while you two try to fix yourself up as best as can? I have a feeling we are in for a fight to get them back.
And I'll read the captain's log. I just think it's really weird that after we ransacked the ship and cleared it, you guys got taken. So maybe there's something in there while I'm resting.
I heard the one of them say that these are that about me as the one was leaving, that I was the one that they had been watching.
So they've been watching
they
all of
have
us.
been watching all of us, I assume. For what apparent or for what reason, I do not know.
Okay. Ray, we'll rest up here. And do you two want to go with him and get some more information? Maybe from Captain Curtis. He might have something for us.
As long as I travel upwind of him.
Well, he's going to jump himself into the bay as well.
I'm going to go get cleaned. Why don't you two go talk to Captain Curtis and try to find whether there might be other passageways into the sewers.
Smashing idea.
I'm worried for your health, but I'll go where I'm needed. So I'm gonna go
Let's be off.
So, as you guys begin to go and do your individual tasks, we're going to do our first giveaway for the night. And so, if you would like to have an opportunity to win those blue dice, we're going to do the blue dice first tonight. And you type in exclamation point sewer, S-E-W-E-R, exclamation point sewer, S-E-W-E-R, and you can have a chance to win those blue dice. If we get one more sub tonight, then we are going to give away the Fallen Angel as well. We've already got a couple, so thank you to those of you who have subbed tonight. If we get one more sub tonight, we'll give away the Fallen Angel. And regardless of what else happens tonight, we will also give away those two little small minis there. I think it's like a bandit fighter guy and like a celestial dog creature thing. So we're going to give those away tonight before the end. And one more sub, we will give away the Fallen Angel. And if we get 23 more subs, we'll give away the Giant Dragon as well. So we are more than halfway to that guy, and we can't wait to give him away to you. And guess what? I got like 10 more. So we're just going to keep giving away those giant dragons as our wonderful community continues to grow. So exclamation point sewer for your chance to win those dice. All right. So who wants to go first?
For our rolls?
You rolled your...
I also did a story of rest for us.
Okay, so that means you maximize one of your hit die,
Our first one.
your first one, and then whatever you have left to roll, you can roll. So, did you?
Yeah,
you
I did it.
I'm
Yep.
guys
full.
both
I
rolled?
used all of my short rest and I'm full.
Perfect.
I used 2 and I'm full.
Okay, very good. And Morthos, did you use any?
I was like, I'm going to take a short rest, and
Yep.
I used my second win first.
Okay, very good. So you use that first. Does that
Yep.
come back on a short rest?
Short rest.
Yeah, I
Yep.
thought so.
And
Trixie.
your first one is maxed because of my story of
my,
rest.
My second wind is enough.
Okay, very good. So you're up. Rubius and June, you guys were already fully healed. So you are, who is seeking out information on the sewer?
Those two.
June and
Okay,
Rubius.
so you guys make your way. Are you going anywhere in particular? Or are you going back to Curtis or somewhere else? Or as you knock on doors around the city
With metal dice.
with metal dice?
We're going to Curtis.
Okay, so you make your
Total
way back to
service.
Captain Curtis. It takes you about 20 minutes to get there. It is dark, and you notice that there are certainly fewer people on the streets at night.
Oh, no.
And so you arrive at Curtis, and after some initial pleasantries, he takes your meeting request, and so you are ushered into his presence. And Hey, good to see you again. Is everything okay? I only see two of you guys now. What happened to all the other...
They're perfectly fine. They're napping.
Oh, okay. Well, then what can I do for...
Well, most
who
of
are-
them.
You're the two new ones. You weren't here in the beginning, but then you were here after you brought back...
It's a long, short story, really. But we were
I don't
wondering
remember.
if you are very familiar with this city and the surrounding area.
Yeah, I'm kind of paid to be. Yep, yeah, I am familiar.
And we have a favor to ask.
Okay, already calling in your favor. Go
Just,
for it.
it's just a pleasantry among friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, how familiar with the poop system are you? Where
I'm
does it?
going to do
you
exactly
know?
that. I'm
do
going
you
to go like
know
this.
where the poop goes?
It goes into the sewer, yeah.
But where does it go then?
It gets...
Follow me.
Where are we going?
I think our friends are where the poop ends.
Okay. So they're in the sewers.
Yes.
Why did they go down there?
They didn't go there. They were abducted by strange people. We don't know who they are.
He has a sideways glance at the guards that are there, and then looks back at you, and he kind of leans in, his posture and his demeanor becoming a little bit more serious. Do you know who took him?
There was a puff of smoke, and it smelled terrible of rotten eggs.
Like brimstone.
Exactly.
If that's what that is.
Has this ever happened before?
Fortunately, yes, it's been happening more frequently, but we thought we were dealing with it. Okay. Why are you asking about the sewer? Why do you think they were there?
Because our friend escaped the sewer
He
and-
escaped?
by climbing a poop mountain.
No one's actually gotten back before. That's good news. What did he
He's
say?
very, very athletic. He proved it many times in his
Which
escape.
one? It was that cat, right? Was it the cat?
It was not the cat.
You
It
sound
was the blind one.
so familiar with this. Can you tell me more about what's been happening? You
People-
said something working to try and stop it.
Yeah, there's
Did they get eaten by the
roll
beast?
persuasion check.
Just be a good person. Alright. No, I'm
Is
not
that your
gonna use.
persuasion tactic?
Yeah.
Come on, just be a good person.
I'm actually going to look at him and I'm going to say, you don't think you could do this small thing after what we've done? And since I just rolled a 16 plus minus 1.
15.
15.
Plus -1.
Plus -1.
He looks at you.
I am like
There's,
subtly crackling my knuckles.
There's
Not a good idea.
a bit of a turf war going on. There's a new gang in town. We don't even know what they call themselves or who they are.
The poop folk.
The turds.
Call them the poop folk if you want. But they're trying to move in on the Night Knives, which is the resident gang, who, frankly, really aren't that bad. We keep our tabs on them, and everything stays copacetic. They like to have their little underground black market, whatever.
Underground black market. Do you know how to get there?
It's a figure of speech. It's
Even
not
I
actually
knew that.
underground. Anyway, this new gang has been trying to muscle in, and well, we don't really know who they are or where they've come from. But they've been abducting members of the Night Knives.
For what purpose?
Well, if you can figure that out, that'd be wonderful.
I would if you would tell me how to get there.
Well, if your friend escaped out of the sewers, then it sounds like that's where they have a base, which
But
is
he's blind.
typical. He's blind. How did he crap? How did he? How did he
Oh, probably the same
Climb
way
a-
you do.
climb a crap mountain blind and escape out of their clutches?
He relied on a sense of smell, which was put to the test.
Greatly.
I can't
don't
tell
know
if
how
you're
he
being
does it.
serious.
He has this
Or if you're
thing
joking.
where he can't see, but he can see. Do you follow?
Like magic vision?
Precisely.
Okay, great. Well, listen. Everything that we know about kidnapping is you need to find him quick. The longer it goes, the more difficult it is and the lower the success rate of finding someone.
So let's be to the point. Can you direct us there?
Well, there's a couple of entryways into the sewers. You're just going to go and wander in the sewers?
Well, if we don't have to go the sewers, we won't. Is there another way into the base besides the sewers?
I don't know where the base is. If I did, I would have already raided it.
Have you tried the sewers?
Are we done? Are we done here?
Well, apparently, I thought you could help us find the base.
What's your name, young lady?
June,
June. Are we done here?
I think we're done here.
Okay.
Well,
I just grabbed Rubius by the arm.
listen.
Maybe other ways into the sewers.
I will try to find out what they are doing and why and how. If you just help me get into the sewers, what other way is there?
There's a couple of manhole entryways. I mean, and then they're pervasive throughout the city.
Do you know anything about sewer beasts?
The Otyugs? I think
Yes.
there's 3 of them down there.
How do you get past them?
Well, they're in cages. All they do is
What if one was to be out of the cage?
Why would one get out of the
Because
cage?
they unleashed the beast to follow Morthos. And he barely escaped with his life. If it wasn't for the poop waterfall, it would have been eaten.
Why me? Okay. Well, there's one in the northwest quadrant. There's one in the southwest and one in the southeast. That's where they're all... I don't know which one they released, but if you can figure out which one it was, then you have a general area of where that base was.
All right. And if we find out how to get to the base, I will tell you so you can raid it. Because these are some bad folk.
That would be wonderful, and I'll owe you another favor, of which I am now even. All right, June, and what was your name?
Rubius Thornbray.
Rubius Thornbray.
At your service.
Have a good night, guys, and good luck finding your friends.
This has been most... what's the word?
Pleasant.
Beneficial.
Pleasant, I think.
Pleasant.
Most of my interactions.
Pleasant.
Yeah. All right.
Good day.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you
Keep
for
us
your
posted
time.
on what you find.
We turn around. We leave.
Okay, you leave.
Go back to the inn.
You return to the inn just as your friends are finishing patching themselves up.
Ray
Good
staring
news.
at Jack like,
Good news! He didn't know anything. To the sewers we go.
Well,
He
it's
knew
not that he
nothing.
didn't know anything, Rubius. He said that there were multiple entryways into the sewer, and he also told us that there are 3 of those beasts that Morthos encountered.
There's 3?
3, and he said that they were northwest, southwest, and southeast quadrants.
Cages, not
Which
to
one
worry.
did they let out?
Can I attempt to
Roll
try
a
to figure
survival
it
check.
out? Might be okay with a 14.
Given where you emerged, and as you try to piece your frenetic escape back together, you get the sense that it was most likely the northwest area, the northwest beast. So that would be where you'd want to and the city is kind of, if you're looking at it from an aerial view, it's almost like a diamond shape, where rather than the top point of the diamond pointing north, it points to the northwest. And so if on the top, the northeast side of the diamond, that's actually facing north. So the point of the diamond is what goes into the hill and into the mountain, is kind of built into the side of the mountain, which, as you are kind of thinking about it, the base that you were in wasn't a sewer. It was kind of built into stone. So you get the sense that it was probably built in under the mountain and then connected into the sewers.
I believe if I kept my bearings straight, it must be the northeast one by the mountain. In fact, it was stone all around me, not the sewer that I was in. It was connected to the sewer. Might make sense that their base is near or underneath the mountain. We should attempt to go to that area and look for maybe some type of entrance that we can use.
So like up top around the mountain and see if maybe there's a shaft or something in?
Well, I don't know if that is the case. I mean, we're probably going to have to go through the sewer, but maybe from a different direction than I tried to flee from.
If the sewage flows in, it flows out. There has to be more than one way in.
That is potentially true.
What if we put your echo, if that's what you call it, into a space begging to be captured? When they capture the echo and take you there, you will all hold hands and switch places with your echo to be transported there.
So I will be trapped right in the cage that I left already.
But this time you will have Rubius Thornbury at your side.
That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard.
But it just might work.
So the way I look at it,
Or
we could pop around above and see if there's another way in, or we come at him from a different direction because we know the other beasts aren't unleashed, so at least we won't have to deal with them until we get to the northeast quadrant.
Well, remind me to never help again.
That's the one from the south.
Why?
Oh yeah, it's
You
like
gave
northwest,
your
southwest,
input,
and southwest.
you know.
And it was shot down.
It wasn't shot down.
Well, what we can...
Time is ticking by.
Yes, listen, time
Let's
is
just
of
run
the
to the
essence.
sewer.
Let's head in that direction. We must
Sure.
head towards the mountain, and let's try to find a secondary way in other than the way that I came out. They would expect us to come that way.
That
Plus,
would be preferable.
that beast is roaming there. We want to try to avoid it if it's possible.
Or we could go to the southeast and then just walk directly north. I know how to make a compass. Does anybody else have one?
I have navigation tools. Yeah.
Yeah, so why don't we just go to the southeast and then we'll come up from behind and surprise them.
I like that idea.
And then we don't have to go searching for some place that might not exist in the
I
mountains.
have decided that is what we'll do.
if they're searching for him, they'll be clustered around where he escaped from.
Right.
Exactly. So if we come from the
Exactly.
southeast, we'll be able to attack them and surprise them.
Can
Yes,
kinda-
I agree.
All right, let's do that. Sounds
We're
good.
off.
So your plan is to go to the southeast of the city?
And
Try to
head-
find a
and
sewer
then-
entrance, and then
Okay. Roll an
head
investigation. Two of you can roll this.
I'll do it.
Yep. I'll help him.
With your rolls.
I'm having my navigation tool.
I have -2.
Shh. Don't think about
One
it.
of us to do it.
Finding the moon and the horizon line. There's
Even with
northeast.
advantage. Still rolled a freaking 8.
Okay. It takes you about an hour, but you do eventually find a manhole
Oh.
in the southeast,
That just means there's going to be more people.
and you make your way down into the sewers, and you have a general heading. Who is taking the lead on this? They need to roll a survival check to get up to the northwest.
I would suggest we try to be as quiet and stealthy as possible.
My new boots will do the trick.
Do we want to let him go?
Let me go. I'm very stealthy.
Are you?
Well, you're all gonna have. It's a group stealth check, but
Stealthiest.
this is.
But you're
who's
gonna lead.
Who's leading?
Someone with
if
dark
we-
vision,
if we-
preferably.
I need you to roll a survival check. Someone with dark vision, would
All
do-
right.
or who could see in the dark.
I'll go
would be
ahead. I'll roll.
I will help you.
Thank you.
good. Okay, roll with survival with advantage.
Gonna need it.
I have dark vision too, so I'm gonna bring up the back of the party. So they
7.
got front and back covered.
So we
With
have
advantage of 7.
Oliver,
I love it. You're just like me today.
Ray, Rubius.
Just put me smack dab in the middle somewhere. I don't care.
Okay. All right, you wander the sewers for another hour, and I need you all to make a group stealth check as you hear the roar of a creature
I'm very stealthy.
in the vicinity.
14.
19.
15.
Achoo!
17.
Achoo!
17. You roll a 1.
Yes.
Okay, so that's,
Oh no.
Very loudly sneezing.
that's 2 fails. It's a good thing that this is a group stealth check.
Yes.
As
17 fails?
No.
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 So collectively, you passed.
I
Do
rolled
my,
crit
do my
fail.
boots
I
give
got
me
a
advantage
19,
on
so
stealth
you're
checks?
welcome.
Yes, this one would be advantage. Doesn't matter. You still passed.
Still passed.
You had,
Okay, good.
you had a 19, you said?
17.
17. You had a 14. You had a
19.
19, and you had a 15.
15, yeah.
So you were above the
If
DC.
Ray is behind me, Bart is like covering her nose when she's sneezing.
Which is just making it tickle more.
Okay.
And so now I'm just using it like a tissue.
So you wandered. You think you're going in the direction of northeast or northwest. Go ahead and roll another survival check.
I'm helping you still.
Okay. That's better. That's much better. 17.
Okay. As you move forward, you are quite sure that you are going in the right direction. And as you move, you again need to roll a group stealth check.
Oh no.
23.
Okay.
12.
It's a 26.
Ooh. 24.
18.
All right.
You all passed again.
We're just like barely stepping over traps.
This is like on a stick to this thing.
You now come to a point where you can see, you come to a 4-way intersection. To your right, about 40 feet ahead, it appears that there is a drop-off as the water flows over a ledge that you can't see beyond. You can move straight forward. You can also move to your left.
Which is the way we want? Like what's on course
you are,
to north?
You are in the general vicinity of the northwest now.
Okay.
Now it's a matter of zeroing in on the actual location.
Mr. Morthos, do any of these look familiar?
Can you see?
I'll make a check, but I'm gonna.
Go ahead and roll a perception
Perception.
check.
Don't forget the power of thought.
Didn't you mention something about climbing over a waterfall?
13.
He did mention something climbing over a waterfall, and in fact, that looks a lot like the waterfall he climbed over.
Do we want to go down that way, knowing then we're putting ourselves in kind of harm's way of the beast? Is that
There's another passage you said, right? There's
So remember when you said
floors.
I want to go right?
Right, yep.
That would be straight ahead.
Well, we might be able to go. We go this way,
straight?
straight.
All right.
It might be in the general direction to come all around again.
Loop around?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'd like to pull my quarterstaff out and just have it
Yep.
ready as we're walking.
Rubius is walking with the crossbow loaded.
I need a final stealth check from you all.
Come on, guys.
Ooh, not good.
16.
14.
Another 26.
Wow.
Crit!
That's
24.
20. You
10.
Oh no,
pass.
sorry, 25.
You all pass. So as you
Ray's spider crawling on the wall so her feet don't have to get on the in the sewer.
there is a pathway on either side in this section. It's not just the collection chute area.
She's spider crawling then, just to be cool.
Very good. And you emerge here on the in this coming down towards the south as the stench is nearly overwhelming. It is it is so nasty and grotesque. You're able to keep your stomach. Actually, I need all of you to make constitution checks.
Oh boy.
I had to go with that train of
I'm
thought, didn't
good
you?
with that.
What if I'm wading in Captain Curtis's waist?
19.
12.
Well,
Constitution?
Yeah.
Where's that one?
That's
So
under your
constitution
ability
save.
save
It's a
stuff.
save.
Oh.
Saving throws,
Oh,
Constitution.
okay.
That's a natural 20.
That's a 10.
10,
13.
13,
19.
19. You all make the save.
I feel great.
June, you feel yourself beginning to retch, but you kind of focus and you control your body. You put it into submission to your mind, and you force the vomit and your stomach to be still.
Rubius is looking at a certain pile going,
Somebody had churros. Deliciously. I love churros.
I almost threw up again when he says that.
You emerge and at the top here, and you see a recess now into the stone, and what looks to be a 10-foot wide door that is closed shut. You also see that the path continues forward.
How thick is the door?
You don't know. You'd have to go up to it.
I'm gonna see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Wait. Can I check it for traps? Just in case?
Oh, sure.
Please.
I think the poop is trap enough, though.
It might be, but I'm going to check anyway.
Is there poop on the ground, like where we're walking?
It's kind of going through a center channel, and you're kind of
like
walking on
diarrhea.
either side of it.
Investigation.
It's perception.
Oh.
Can I perceive if there are any footprints in the sludge where we're walking?
17.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
17.
Cocked. Never. That's
17. You see you see that there are some footprints, but you can't tell how recent they were. Morthos, Oliver, as you look in and you kind of stop Ray with your tail, with Bart as he reaches out, you see that in front of the doors there are what look to be pressure plates that would absolutely have set something off.
Good thing I did. Can you help me undo these?
I sure can.
With your little bladey things, maybe get underneath and wriggle them loose?
To disarm the trap.
June, with your perception check, you do hear a roar coming from this angle of the sewers. So, coming...
Behind the door.
No, opposite the door.
Oh no.
The side we're on.
The side you're on.
Oh no.
It doesn't seem to be getting closer, but you get the sense that it's not like you can be too loud here because it could attract it.
21.
So I'm going to tell them that. I'm going to say I hear something.
21?
21.
You are able to find the mechanism hidden in the floor plate, and you get in and disarm it. And so the topmost floor plate here is disarmed. I'm just gonna put you here, Morthos.
Yep.
With Oliver.
Yep.
And Ray as JB and June are...
So, to
There.
be clear, are we trying to go towards the steps or away from the steps?
The steps, the door is like right here.
That's the... Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were going right, not left.
No, the door is here. You hear the roar coming from this direction here. From behind you. Okay, there is another plate to the left in front of that. It's like a double doors that are locked.
Unnatural 20.
That is also taken care of. So both of them are now disarmed, and the door is before you.
What do we think about the door? Think it's locked?
Whatever you think it quietly. I hear something.
I'm assuming stage whispers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
okay.
anyone by chance know the prestidigitation spell?
I think JB does.
Yeah, that doesn't help us.
Dawn. Because my experience is that these doors are never quiet when you will go to open them. Anyway.
We should see if there's any, if we could hear any guards from the other
That's a
side.
good idea. Let's all be quiet and maybe someone with really good hearing could hear.
Well, can I use poison spray, on the hinges of the door?
To lubricate
So
it?
No, it's to melt them so that we could just move it.
poison spray is different from an acid.
Oh, okay.
So there are distinctions between poison and acid.
Good idea, though.
But yeah, good idea.
Nice thought.
Acid is
So
when you get older.
someone is perceiving what they can hear through the door.
I'm better at talking than listening.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. Who's good at listening, Mr. Morthos?
Good listener.
+3 in listening.
How about you?
What stat am I looking for?
Yeah.
Perception.
Okay.
Not very good.
I'll be
+3.
really, really quiet and help you out by being so quiet.
Actually, I'm pretty good.
I've been told I've been very stealthy and quiet before.
Let's both try to perceive.
Go ahead, I'll help you.
One or...
Can
I
I
know
try
what
to
I'm saying,
listen?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your
Rubius is gonna
perception.
listen.
That's 17.
17. You hear the rustle of sewage behind you, squeak of some rodents, the roar of a beast, which doesn't seem to be getting any closer, but is within the vicinity. You don't hear anything on the other side of the door.
Are there any keyholes to this door or anything like that? Something that we could peek through?
There are no keyholes, but there does appear to be a locking mechanism that has a latch lock. So not a keyhole per se, but it's kind of straight, solid metal. And Morthos, it looks to you like this is also would be locked from the inside. And so the only way to open it from this side, you'd have to kind of get in around as it closes. You'd have to be able to get in through the center, which is just going to take a lot of skill to be able to unlock.
Maybe there's an easier way in.
Which would be?
We're just at the first entrance of the tunnel.
I was going to say the door that I escaped was what appeared to be almost identical. I have a feeling that this might be the door we would
Was the
encounter.
door noisy when you opened it?
Yes, in fact it was.
Open it very slowly.
I will attempt to try to open it.
Okay.
Okay, roll your lock picking.
Can Bart help him?
You can. How are you attempting to help him?
He's going to wrap around his hand and kind of ghost it.
Okay.
I like it.
So your hand is being guided by Bart. You
All right,
have.
so first roll was a 24. Second roll was a 16.
And as you are seeking to pierce through this very tight joint of the door and find the mechanism, you feel your lockpick beginning to slip, and then Bart gently kind of lifts your hand and you find
Helping
the
hand.
opening, and you hear a satisfying as the mechanism seems to give way, and whatever lock was holding is now released.
And the tip of his tail looks back at you and nods, and then unwraps off your arm and comes back to me.
I'm going to attempt to open the door just enough to see as quietly as possible.
Okay, are you opening both, or are you opening...
Just one.
Okay, so you open the one on the south or the north?
I'm going to open the one that's on the north.
Okay, so you open the one on the north as you are up here with Bart. I'm assuming you all have kind of stepped forward.
Yep.
Ray will have her shield over Oliver.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shield is over Oliver. Very good. Okay.
Does Morthos have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And as you open it up a little bit, you see on the other side, kind of leaning up against the wall, a guard that is at the bottom of stairs on a chair, kind of tilted back against the wall, that doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. But the stairs go down about 10 feet, and then you can't see what is beyond that.
Back
So is
to
this
us,
back
or
to me,
yeah.
or he's looking towards us?
No, he's so let's say he's facing the door,
Okay.
the wall, kind of you're to his above him about 10 feet
And
to
the
his
side
right.
I just look back and whisper, "There is someone at the bottom of the stairs against the wall on a chair.
Let me take care of him.
Do you have a crossbow that you seem to be pretty accurate with, no?"
Of course.
Are you going to
Can
kill
I
him?
give him my poison vial?
No, heavens no.
Yes,
You
you are
can-
going to kill him.
You can
I was
poison a
just planning
dart.
to
It would
stab
be
him in the
active
neck.
for 1 minute. Then the dart would be active.
Well, what he's going to use the crossbow
You can
dart? Yeah.
have one of your vials can poison tip 3 of his bolts.
Okay.
So
Well,
once
you
it's
wanna kill
poisoned, it
him
lasts
instantly.
for a minute.
you don't want to kill him over time, you'll kill him instantly.
It does extra poison damage. It's instant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I can also, if we think it would be helpful, when he shoots a bolt, I can put my ankle right alongside,
And catch him?
and attempt to give him an extra hit.
All right, let's do that. I'm gonna stay back here. I don't want to kill anyone yet.
So
So I'm gonna let him sneak in front of me, but so I can still see. And then when he's ready to fire, I will use my bonus action to put my echo to the side of him. Actually, I'll put him right in front of him. So the bolt will come this way, and I'm gonna appear right in front of him. And
Your goal should also
Go
be
for his head.
to catch the guard before he hits
Yeah.
the ground and clangs.
Exactly.
actually, I don't know if my echo can catch anything.
It just goes
I
right
don't think
through.
so.
it can't hold
I
anything.
Wait,
don't
so
think
you're
I can
gonna
hold
poison
anything.
It can.
But that's
make
why
the
if
attack.
I hit him, he's going to be sitting
Okay,
in
so
his
you
chair.
are you're both opening the door quickly and
He's
making
gonna
your
fire,
attacks.
and my echo's going to go there and attack.
Okay, so this will be a surprise round since you have passed your group stealth check, and so you'll have advantage on this initial attack. Go ahead and
Accuracy.
roll. Both of you roll your attacks with advantage.
Okay. That is a 26 to hit.
22.
Okay, roll your damage.
My heavy crossbow.
Just to clarify, he didn't
1d10.
coat it in poison, right?
He did not.
6.
5.
6 and 5. All right. So
rolled a 1.
the bolt it pierces into his right pectoral as he lets out a groan as the echo appears directly in front of him and goes to punch him in the face and he gets hit. I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I should have said I was aiming for his back of his neck. is what I
Thanks,
was
Blue
doing.
Box.
26 would have been right through the neck.
Word.
First
Okay.
one was a 10. 14 for me.
14,
19 for Morthos.
19, and so
22
his
for me.
initiative is below yours. You can all make your attacks again.
Okay, I'm going to aim this time precisely for the back of his neck.
Okay, so as you've taken your crossbow bolt and you lined it up, the first bolt is peeking out of his chest. You make your second attack. This is not with
Not with
advantage.
20.
Natural
Unnatural.
20.
Okay, and this time,
Nice.
this time you pierce him straight through his throat as
No
you,
screams.
as your attack, Morthos, with your echo, palms him straight into the nose, puncturing the brain with his
Well,
now
so
broken
overkill.
skull.
Little did we know that was his
And-
first day.
Right.
And he goes down as you
He's like, I'm going to free that prisoner today.
as you now look onto the
He was a nice
look
guy.
forward, you
coffee
see that there is a long hallway which goes deeper into the base, and you don't see any other guards immediately ahead of you, though you can only see a certain distance forward.
Rubius is saying,
I think we knocked him out. I think he'll be out for a little bit.
All right.
He's like twitching on the ground.
Rest soundly, chap.
So I say we should move in very, very quiet.
I'd like to search him as when we get there to see if he's got a key in his pocket or anything.
Okay, so we're gonna say that your echo is still out, Morthos,
Yep.
but it'll be right behind you. June, you move up, and the rest of you kind of take position around, just to make sure that everything is all in order. Morthos, you do see that there is a bit of a hallway to your left that heads south. That as you look down it ends in a doorway. It ends in a doorway that you can see beyond. You also notice, Morthos, much like the other hallway that you already escaped, there are slits in the floor here all the way through, and now that you can look forward, you see what looks to be the stairs and the same room that you rushed through
Rushed out
last
of.
time.
I believe straight ahead. That looks like the stairs that I ran out of when I left this place.
As you look, roll a perception check, please, as you're looking ahead.
10.
Man.
I haven't
So
outrolled
just
at all.
at the extent of your vision, you think you see some movement beyond the stairs, though your vision only you can't see beyond that.
Right. And you said the floor looks like kind of what I saw on the other one, where it might potentially have the blades in it. Is that what you were trying to?
Yep. So this hallway has the same slits as the other one did. Yep.
I would also be very careful. This hallway is definitely trapped with blades.
Blades?
Yes, you see these slits in the floor?
Yeah.
When I left, there was another hallway, and the blades came flying from them.
Blades? Like, from the ground?
Pretty
That's so
much.
cool. I kind of want to see it, but I also kind of don't want to get killed. Sorry. If
So
the
as
blades...
Ray is getting excited, and there is now a anticipation as there's more. You think you see more movement. We're actually going to do our next giveaway of the night.
Woo, woo,
So we are so thankful for all of you guys who have just joined us and are rating, and that is super cool. We really appreciate that. We got enough subs. We're going to give away the both of those minis, the Fallen Angel that's there, and the two little the warrior guy and the Celestial Hound. And hey, if we get 18 more subs, we'll give away the dragon tonight as well.
Ooh.
And so we would love to do that. And every 50 subs, we're going to give away another one of those dragons. So we are almost there. That's awesome. And I would love to be able to give that away to you tonight. So if you would like to win the Fallen Angel, we're going to do that giveaway first. Type in !sneaky, SNEAKY, !sneaky, and then we will choose a winner and let you know who that is as we continue on. So again, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We have these giveaways every single week, and we just are thankful that you've joined us tonight. So !sneaky if you would like to have an opportunity to win that Fallen
Snake.
Angel.
That's right.
Gonna slither through these blades. That's me. That's June. Like inner monologue.
Inner monologue. All right.
I am a sneaky snake
Oh,
lizard.
snake.
Sewer one? Exclamation point sewer?
Yeah. Okay, we got the winner. Okay, good. So we have the winner for the dice. So we gave those away earlier, and now we're gonna give away the Fallen Angel, and that's good. So Morthos, you think you see some movement on the edge of your vision, and you aren't sure if they've seen you or not, but you know there's something going on. So what are you guys doing?
Edge of which vision?
Well, he hasn't communicated anything,
All right.
but it would be like right around here is the edge of your vision.
Straight ahead, as far as I can see, there is some movement, but I can't make out any more than that. It's just, I can tell that there's movement.
There are also, by the way, you all see doors that are lining the hallway here, and there are small little sconces every couple of feet that do provide low light to this whole area.
I would suggest we move into the hallway outside of their view. Quickly.
Into here?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys taking his
Let's do
direction?
it.
Did he
Yeah,
check for the spikes in that hallway too?
I
He
didn't see him.
he did not.
Okay.
Hopefully they're not
Hopefully
there.
they're not there.
Well,
So tell me, I'm just moving you guys in. You tell me where you want to be, if you want to be anywhere other than that.
I'm still going last to watch the back.
is it relatively in the same order it was before?
Yeah, I mean that's
Okay.
so you're there. You see another set of double doors. You see more doors along the hallway walls, and Morthos, as you step up and now you look, you can have even further range. You do see a guard with a large bandage across his nose
Ah,
that is standing on the top of the stairs, and is kind of has a what looks to be some sort of slit or peephole that he's looking through, and kind of just observing out into the collection area where the Otyug was before. And at the bottom of the stairs, you see another guard that's just kind of nodding his head and seems to be having some sort of a conversation with someone else in the room.
We need to find a guard that's by himself, and maybe he could just tell us where JB and Killian is, and then
Wait.
get out of here.
Is it a way that maybe, you guys just killed one, rest his soul, that maybe we could...
He's just napping.
Yeah, maybe we
Forever.
could put on some of his clothes and try to, mimic and get some information? Or is that just crazy?
I like it. I think I'm a little too tall for it, though, but I can try to put it on.
We're presuming
whispering,
stage
Morthos.
whispers, excited stage whispers.
That's right.
I'll do it.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna
It
go
was-
get his armor and put
It
it
was
on me.
just an idea. Don't know if it was a good one. I was just throwing something out
It
there.
takes
Maybe
10 minutes.
Shun should
It takes
do it.
10 minutes to doff and don armor, so it would
Could
be.
we cause a distraction with a sound that would cause them to go back the hallway we just came out of?
I can.
We could throw rocks down
Or
the
something.
hallway.
Maybe split
No,
them
no,
up
no,
at
no.
the least.
If you guys think that that's a good idea,
Wait, what?
I could do that.
You see these doors. This is the type of the room that I was held in. We should be checking these doors.
Could we lure them in a door and then lock them in one of those
Do I
rooms?
smell coffee in the air?
Roll a perception check.
Actually, not a terrible
That is
question.
not a terrible question.
It's 17 plus stuff.
JB's
plus
coffee
3
is
for 20.
strong.
There's a very
A natural
strong
20.
scent of aha, as in
Aha.
someone's butthole.
That's a coffee flavor that
Yes.
he's producing.
It smells like crap down here.
I've never had his beans. Is this what they smell like?
No.
There are some very interesting ways to brew coffee beans.
Coffee is a laxative.
Yeah.
Well, I believe in fact that there's
JB's been handing out samples the whole time.
Trapped out by a monkey.
Are there
dear.
any little pebbles around me?
Sure, you could find a little pebble.
I'm gonna pick up a little pebble and then sneakily, kind of throw it against the wall across from us, a little diagonal, so the guard who we killed wouldn't be in sight, but they would have to walk past us. Because he's at the top of the stairs, right?
No, he's at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, is
His
he?
body is in full view there, unless you drug him with you.
I do not think it is a good idea. He will
Probably
see
not.
that he is dead.
Yeah.
Right now we have the element of surprise. We should not lose that.
There are too many cells to check. We need to try to get one and then figure out where they are.
Well,
I'm all for smashing heads, but these seem like a
you
lot of
see-
heads to
you
smash.
You see, there is more than one guard down there, because that is the way I got out. I believe that is probably where they are most heavily guarded.
So
I would
let's go this
assume
way.
that they think that I will come back in the way I got out.
So just
I
like
think we
everything
need
we
a
did,
diversion.
Let's go.
everything we did
Let's
so far,
continue down this
let's
hallway
go the opposite way of what they're
and see
expecting.
what we can find.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Let's
Ali,
go.
would you check the traps? Like I said, there were many blades in the floors as I was
Sure.
leaving.
My shield is in front of Oliver.
Okay.
Perception again?
And so, thank you again, guys, for the additional subs. 8 more, and we'll give away that dragon tonight. So we are almost there.
Nice.
You are perceiving down which direction?
The way Morthos told us to go.
The
So,
hallway.
yes.
No.
No,
This
hallway here.
Going towards the door.
Yep.
We confidently walk
Into
forward.
the yes. So, go ahead and roll your perception check,
I did
Oliver.
unnatural 20.
And there seems to be no traps
Modern witch.
on the interior of the base that you can see.
All right, it looks good. It looks good.
And
Ah,
Morthos, the floor here does not have
The slits.
slits in it. It seems to only be down the long hallways that you had seen before.
All right. Let's continue to the door. We have to maybe try to come around.
all right,
Okay,
I'm with you. You got my back, Ray?
I got your back. Well,
do it.
actually, technically, my shield is in front of you, so really, my shield's got your front, and I got your back, so I got all of you, Ollie.
I've never felt so safe.
You're my best friend, man.
Thank you.
Second to Bart, of
Oh, I have
course.
to drop
I'm just kidding. I like you guys equally. Technically, you guys are the same thing, but that's a whole nother story. Let's go find Killian!
Shall we proceed?
Yes.
To the door.
Onward.
And so you
Quietly.
make your way up to the door.
Quietly.
Quietly.
Rubius is still tiptoeing.
I am face palming so quietly
You just walk
behind
around like
him.
this
I
most
just
of the
see
time.
there's a red print forming on my
Sokka
forehead
with a
exactly.
secret
Exactly.
Josephus.
Oh, boy.
Come out.
As
Rattling
you
like
approach
an
the
empty
door,
coffee can.
it is there before you.
check for traps. Do we think they're that stupid to put traps in the inner sanctum?
I mean, we can check, but
I mean,
it
their
seems
base
like
is
it's
in a
only on
sewer.
the outside hallway so far.
Better safe than sorry.
All right.
I mean, before I almost stepped on a pressure plate and then you stopped me. So now I'm going to stop you before you could potentially stop on a pressure plate.
I like it. What am I doing?
Words are tough. I'm trying to whisper.
You're perceiving the door, I take it?
Yep.
It is indeed a door.
That is a crit.
The door is not trapped, though does appear to be locked.
It's locked again. Do we want to do Patrick Swayze and Ghost?
I will attempt to unlock it.
All right. Be the clay.
Ooh. Unnatural 20.
You are able... This lock mechanism is not quite as intense as the outer ones. This seems to be more for privacy than anything else. And so you are able to get in and with rather an easy time, click, open it up, and it stays shut, though is ready to be opened at your...
Do we want to Oi Melinda this? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. This is
Her leg is up in the air, poised, ready for action.
What do you think?
I think we will give away our element of surprise. if
Oh,
they
that's a
do
good
that.
point. All right, next time.
You just see June like audibly sigh in relief.
Again, very stealthily, I'm only crack the door enough to be able to see.
Okay. So Oliver stepped back while Ray is ready to kick the door in. And
Just wanted to throw it out there.
you are very quietly opening, and you see that it is stairs that go down.
But we
Our
see
old
nothing.
enemy.
You don't. You see. What do you see? You see.
Upstairs.
About 5 feet ahead, you see a opening at the base of the stairs. But you don't really see much beyond that because of the angle.
So I'm going to get on my belly and belly crawl down the steps
Roll a stealth check.
so I can see into the room better.
I thought we only had one lizard in the party, not two.
He really is a
So
sneaky
you are
snake.
prone.
Yeah,
On
I'll
the
be prone.
floor.
I'll take it.
Actually,
12.
you know what? I am going to use one of these fancy little guys that our awesome subscriber Chip sent us. So
Chip Douglas.
thank you,
Awesome.
Chip.
Thank you
for
so
that.
much, man.
They are super cool.
Who thought we would have used
So
it in the
you
sewer
are
first?
prone and on the ground. What was your stealth?
12.
12. As you now look in, there are several different things that you see. First, to your left, you see a large, what looks to be container, and then you see several of them at different intervals, which have kind of a wispy, almost steam kind of emerging up. These look to be large barrels or some sort of containment unit that have different concoctions being brewed along the side. You, on the opposite side, see 4 more of those doors, which you've seen all along the hallways already. Most alarming, of course, is in the center, you see 2 tables that are covered in blood
Oh.
and straps. And you see on the near table what looks to be a person who is wrapped in bandages, but those bandages are cut open and their body is just kind of flayed open from throat to navel as
Oh my God.
they have
Skin blue.
have been tortured. Flanking that person is someone who is just kind of what looks to have almost a set of goggles on with an apron that's covered in blood as they're taking different bits and pieces out. Behind him is a man that has a red cape that you immediately recognize as the one who had captured you. And on the table at his feet is JB. And JB is his blue skin is blistered and bloodied and broken as he has been beaten, and the man is hunched over him and says, "You will tell me where they are." And as JB kind of looks up and just kind of gives a I've told you. I told you. I don't know what you're talking about. As that is happening, you look and you see that standing guard at what looks to be another door are 2 guards, and standing guard at the foot of this is another guard with his back to you as he's kind of watching what's going on there. That's what you see.
So, hurry
up, we have to go, we don't have time.
I very quickly crawl back up to him, stand up, and I say, JB is down there. They are torturing him currently on the table. There are 5 in the room. I don't know how much longer JB will be there. I don't know how much longer he'll be alive. We must go quickly. We must hurry. I think our only choice is to run in.
Yes.
Ray just runs in.
And Ray
I was
kicks
saying-
in the other door, and you are no
run.
longer prone. You are now rushing in, and I need you to roll initiative.
I get a surprise attack, right?
Yes, but we're gonna do the
Surprised.
we're gonna do the initiative
I
here.
would be surprised if a 7-foot person was running towards me.
While we're doing initiative.
Yeah,
do that.
type it into the chat.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, so
23.
21 and 25, Morthos at 23. Anyone else?
18.
18 for
It's not you.
for
I know,
June.
but I thought we were going on
June,
because
we're
nobody
gonna
else said it.
actually you are gonna be Killian tonight, June.
Sweet.
Okay. 16 to 20. Anyone else?
19.
So you're ahead of June. Very good.
Where I should be.
11 to 15.
11.
11 for Ray. Oliver.
I didn't yet roll. I was typing in the chat.
Yep.
I rolled a 19.
Ooh, nice. So you are after Rubius, and we have enemies and the boss. Okay, so as the adolescent storm giant screams out, and rushes in at your
I'm a little sad about
your
voice for me.
Is she Smeagol now?
You activated Gollum mode.
I can never miss an episode for fear he'll use that voice for me.
That was more of a scream, excitable scream. Okay, it was bad. Whatever.
Get Mercy down here.
Yeah, right.
She will play
Mercy
me.
will do fine. And Morthos, you kind of roll your eyes, and you are first to act.
Oh, I don't get a surprise attack?
You still have to act in order. This is a surprise round, but you still have to act in order.
This is a surprise round.
Surprise round. I'm going to give you a surprise round because they were unawares.
So, in a surprise round, can you use your movement and your action, right?
Yes.
I'm going to use all of that to run towards the 2 guys at the door.
Over
I'm
here?
running all the way over, yep.
Okay. So
Good idea.
With my echo in tow.
this guy will take an opportunity attack against
Sure.
you as you rush past him.
And a surprise attack?
In a surprise round?
Yeah,
Still?
because
Okay.
you're still in and out of his threatened radius. Doesn't matter. He rolled a
All right.
7. So
He was so
I'm going to
surprised.
square up in front of the 2 guys with me in front of one.
your
and my
movement
echo in-
speed is what?
40.
40, so you can get right up to him, and you make your echo appear where?
Right alongside of me. Was that 40 feet in one action?
That's your movement.
So I can, all right, so I can
Yep.
still take an attack on both of them.
Yes.
One on each.
Yep.
Well, that's not going to hit with a 7. and a 23.
7 does not hit. 23 does hit.
It'll be 8.
Okay, so 8 damage on this guy here.
Yep.
This one you missed. As you rush up with your dagger, it pops out of your hidden blade, and you jab it into his back, into his rib cage, and he turns wide-eyed as the blood is pouring forth from his ribs as he goes to reach his own blade. Your echo punches at the second guy and hits him in the small of the back, but he is more heavily armored than you expect, and he turns wide-eyed as well, as they both are aware of your presence. Rubius.
Rubius wishes to fire a piercing shot.
Okay.
To aim to do this. To fire a piercing shot through the first guy, and then to hit the red guy.
Okay. So you need to kind of step up. Ray is in this spot, in this space.
Yep.
In order to do that, you will be firing at disadvantage because you're within 5 feet of him now.
The advantage from the sneak attack, and that doesn't cancel it out?
It does.
Okay.
So because you're at so we'll give you that. So it's just a straight roll for your piercing shot.
through them both.
This is one of your 2 shots that you have.
Yes,
yep.
sir.
Go ahead and roll your first attack on this guy
That is
here.
a 23.
That hits.
Nice.
Roll your damage.
Nice.
Let's see. The heavy crossbow is at 1d10. That's a 10.
10. All right. That as it pierces through his back and comes out the front of his chest, just missing where his heart would be, and continues forth to seek to plunge into the back of the guy with the red hood. Go ahead and roll your attack on him as well.
That is a 17.
17 hits. Roll your damage.
Nice. 5.
Okay. As having taken some of the momentum from the going through the body of the first bandit, this one impacts on his back, kind of near the rib cage, and he quickly turns and is now aware of what's going on as Rubius is there strapped down and trying to look over at
JB.
JB looks over at the commotion. Yeah.
Somehow
You've
I've
now
come in
switched spots with JB.
How
All
did
right.
I get here?
Ollie.
Okay, I'm gonna step up. Is that a guard right in front of what's his face?
Yep, there's a guard directly in front of Rubius, who has already been pierced through with one of his bolts.
And how's he looking?
Roll a medicine check.
He's got a bolt in him, so it's not that good.
Been better.
9.
There is blood pouring out of his back and chest as he's turning to take a swing at Rubius.
Oh, that doesn't look good. All right. I'm going to... gonna run up and close my eyes and poke at him.
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
You're
it's
gonna
a
hit me.
sneak attack. Sneak round.
He's closing his eyes.
So?
So it's straight even roll.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
he's never killed anything.
He doesn't want to kill anything yet.
Yep.
He's a pussy.
22.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
He's a cat. For those of you who don't know.
4.
4. As you run your blade across him, you're like,
Perfect.
and it gashes him across, and he holds his stomach and he looks up wide-eyed in fear as he knows he's on his last legs.
Sorry. Maybe you could run.
Apologizing.
You could run. You could just leave. Leave now. We won't kill you. I'm sorry.
Speak for yourself.
June, you're up.
Jeez. Okay. So since I have the surprise round, can I apply poison to a dart and then throw the dart in the same?
You don't have poison darts prepared at all times.
It dries after a minute, so
Yeah,
I
it
don't
dries
like to
after a
use
minute.
it.
So it would take an action to apply it.
You guys are doing
Bonus
fine.
action, throw it.
Can I do that?
I'm pretty sure it takes an action to apply.
Can she just bonus action throw it?
Well, no,
That'd be an attack.
unarmed strike and flurry of blows are my bonus actions. Okay, so I guess then I said I had my quarterstaff out already this whole time.
You do, yep.
So I'm going to run up between them, and as the guard is looking up, I'm just going to sledgehammer this quarterstaff directly on his head.
Go ahead and roll your attack as you move past Oliver, and he is now bleeding out of several spots, and you bring your quarterstaff down,
15 plus 6.
and it
A natural 20.
natural 20
Unnatural.
unnatural
Yeah.
impacts on his head,
26.
and his eyes immediately roll up in his head as his body just
You killed him.
clumps to the
Oh.
ground.
Oh
Okay.
no, poor guy. I know it's not my turn. He closes his eyes.
Bart does.
No, Bart does not. Oliver reaches down and closes
Oliver
his eyes.
closes one eye, and June closes the other. We both do it together. Be at peace.
All right, very good.
And we look at each other like soul sisters.
Yeah.
Did you just kill somebody together?
Oh my god!
You still have your bonus action. That was 20 feet of movement. You still have 20 more feet of movement.
All right. Can I use? No,
Oh,
he's
wow.
away.
Okay.
Do it.
So we are going to be giving away the dragon here tonight. Stick around. That will happen tonight as we got enough subscribers to give away this awesome,
Big ass dragon.
awesome dragon. So thank you so much for all of the subs and the gifted subs. If you have any friends who would like that dragon, tell them to get in here. Of course, you don't actually have to do that because then that, just lowers your chances of winning. But if you want to be magnanimous, tell them to get in here and we'll give that guy away as soon as this battle is over. All right.
All right, so I have 20 feet of movement
You
left.
have 20 feet of movement left and in your bonus action.
Okay, so that can get me to the guy that's next to the table, right?
Yes, that can get you up to him here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to him.
Yep.
Actually, I have a question. If I use Flurry of Blows, can one of those additional blows be like the Hands of Healing? Because it says you use it on a creature.
Yes, it can be.
So could I want to do a Flurry of Blows on that guy, and then with one of the extra actions, I'm going to do Hands of Healing on the guy on the table.
Okay, roll your
Wait,
medicine.
is he dead, though?
Roll
I
your
forgot.
medicine check.
Blade open.
I forgot to check if he was
Carissa.
dead.
I mean,
June was so alarmed.
he's flayed in half.
He is flayed in half. That is a thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
Wait, doesn't
His organs are being removed.
I think we can save them.
What a scratch.
We can put them back together.
He'd be like a Frankenstein
What was your
monster.
medicine check?
14.
Oh, he did.
Okay. All right, so I knew that before I
But
went
you
up
could
there.
you could do 2 attacks on this guy.
Yeah, so I'll just do that instead. I forgot he was dead. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, that's 23 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Nice.
Roll your are you doing your flurry of blows or just your normal unarmed strike?
Flurry of blows.
Okay, then roll your second attack right away.
First one is a 6.
6, very good. And the second attack.
Also 6.
No,
To
you
hit?
have to
gotta
roll a
roll a
hit.
hit.
Roll-
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You have to do that for both.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be able to hit both. Okay. So the second one is an 8.
To hit?
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Oh.
Okay, so you've used up your
One of
second
the
key
2
point. I think you have 1 left. As your first blow, as you rush forward, you just do kind of a running kick, and you are able to hit him square in the chest. As you land in a 3-point stance, you go for a killer uppercut, but he's able to dodge back as your hand just whiffs past his head, and you kind of land in your stance, ready to attack again. Ray, it is your turn.
The boss is next.
It's a surprise.
Wasn't that my only
surprise
2 point
round, so
I've
they don't
used?
technically go this round.
right.
Your guys are gonna go again before they go.
Still screaming, "Oi, Melinda!" A little upset that her her companions jumped in front of her.
Mhm.
She's just gonna push past them and go right for the red cape. I do have enough movement to get there.
What's your movement speed?
I have 35, and it should only take me 30.
35 feet exactly.
4 JB, and she's going to recklessly attack him.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Are you raging?
Love it.
I am raging. Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your reckless attack.
1 second. 24.
24 hits. Roll your damage. As your hammer arcs through the air and smashes down on his chest.
I maxed it. 12.
12, and he gets knocked back against JB as you hear the of his entire chest cavity under the weight of the blow.
Stay away from my friend!
All right. It is now the top of the round with normal initiative.
Didn't I only use 1 chi point?
You used your hands of wrath at last session.
Oh,
Punched that
Yep.
big
that's right. We
dragon.
didn't
And that's-
rest.
Yep,
Darn.
and that's once per long rest. So you have one left. All right, it is now Morthos' turn.
The guy that's the northern guy, that's the guy that's going to get walloped.
Okay, the one you already
Yeah,
hit. Go
yeah.
ahead and roll your
That's an
attack
unnatural 20.
roll your damage as you've already hit him once. Are you hitting with attacking with
That's it. Doesn't. I mean,
Oh, are you using your well, I forget what that ability is called to give you that extra attack from your echo?
not yet? But
Okay.
That's an 11.
11 to hit.
No, I was
Damage.
an unnatural 20. So
Okay,
11 damage.
this time with your blade, as you with your right hand pierced him through the ribs and he's turned, you take with your left hand and the other blade comes out, you grab him on the back of his head and right up through his
Love it.
jaw
And-
as it pokes through his head.
I
I think
will,
he's dead.
Facial parts going through the brain tonight.
know,
Yeah, you know.
I
we'll
love
get
it.
into that.
Noses, jaws.
And so he goes down.
I will action surge, and my echo will attack the one that is in front of him.
Okay, roll your attack.
Nice.
Are any of these guys anywhere near Oliver?
I mean, they're over here. You're
alright.
up here.
Yeah. I have a compulsion to close their eyes.
That's a 15.
15 hits. Roll your damage.
Sweet. 10.
10. And so this time the echo connects clearly with him, and you hear a as the wind is knocked out of him, and he's doubled over, clutching his stomach as
His
he.
voice would be manly. Sounds like a little girl.
Morthos killing the guy in front of him, he'll use his movement then to actually get behind the guy on the stairs, in between him and the door. Is there enough room to do that?
You'd have to open the doorway to do that.
All right, so the door, he's right up against it.
He's right up against
All
the
right,
door.
then he's just going to step right up to him and
Okay.
pin him in the corner there.
So he is pinned.
Yep.
Very good. It is now Rubius's turn.
Can I? Ray's right in front of the red dude, right?
He is, yes.
Can I move in an angle so I don't have Ray in front of me, please?
Please and thank you.
And then shoot
He
the dude.
steps over the body.
Pardon me. Sorry. Now die. and then he shoots the crossbow.
Go ahead
at him.
and
All right.
roll your attack.
Death time.
One word
Catchphrase.
for you.
It's 12.
12 does not
Probably
hit.
not gonna do it.
Death time and then
He just misses right over his head.
It hits him, but it clings off of what looks to be heavier armor that he's wearing.
Next round is death time.
All right, very good. It is now June's turn.
Okay. So the guy in front of
do
me
have
is
some
not
spells
dead.
left.
I need to make sure from now on. I didn't kill him last round, right? He's still
He
standing.
is not dead.
Yeah,
he is
okay.
still up.
All right. Well, let's just go in.
Are you the one in the yellow circle?
Oh,
No,
that's Ray.
I'm kind of like
June
right in the
doesn't have
middle.
a-
Yeah,
I can.
You've been bereft in your duties?
Kill him.
well.
I'm trying,
Yeah,
man. I'm
I didn't pick
trying.
a color for her.
That takes an action.
Okay, well, do it.
I know, but if I put poison on something, it goes off after a minute.
Use it in a minute.
But the guy's right in front of me. I have my quarterstaff out, so I'm just going to
Beat the crap out of
beat the absolute crap out of him, hopefully, with the quarterstaff.
We are 7 subscribers away from me giving a
Two
second-
dragons!
another
Holy
dragon.
cow.
Come on, 7
He's got a
more!
spare 40 bucks.
I will have to go up and get it.
If anyone wants to cheer for advantage for
I'll
us,
even bring
also.
3 of them down and let you pick which one you want.
Ooh,
Wow.
7 more. That's all we need.
7 more, and we will give away
7 more.
a second dragon.
That's insane. Cheapers. Okay.
All right. So, what are you doing, June?
Oh, wait. Somebody just cheered that the DM has 2 disadvantages. So, Keep that in
Someone
mind.
gave 1,000.
And
Oh, Blue Box gave 1,000.
Oh,
Thank you, Blue Box. I love you and hate you at the same time. It's a very conflicting emotion.
I love them.
So you guys will be able to choose 2 times
We will.
this session when I am rolling at disadvantage. I can probably guess
You don't
when
get
that's
rollover
going to
minutes
happen.
anymore.
No rollover minutes. June.
All right. Don't. If you say that, I will roll badly. Oh, thank God. Okay, so that is 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
And
Roll.
misses.
He disappears.
Fighting another dragon?
Okay. Ooh, okay. That is 8 damage.
8 damage. You hit him with your quarterstaff this time, and while he is clocked over the face, and it doesn't hurt here or here, but it hurts a whole lot right
Tommy
here.
boy. Tommy boy. Nice.
He looks dazed and confused
Good movie.
as he is trying to get his bearings to counter you. Still up.
Dang.
Do you want to use a bonus action on arm strike?
Yeah.
That's free. You don't need a
Yeah,
key
okay,
point
I
for
don't need
that.
a point, so
Go ahead and roll your
heck yeah, I'm
attack.
going to do that. Well, I have to roll to hit it, right?
You do,
Yeah,
yep.
okay.
Wait for the dragon. That first one right now. We got 32 people in chat. Do we want to
17.
do it?
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. Oh, that counts. That was a 4 plus 4, so that is an 8 damage.
8. So he goes down as you this time take your elbow and come straight through, and you catch his jaw, and you hear the stick crack as his jaw breaks.
You say sick, I say sweet.
And he goes down as, kind of in passing, you just look at him and say, "Be at peace." And he
Rest.
Rest now, whatever.
I am sending him to a long rest.
Yes.
Forever rest.
A forever rest.
All right, he is forever resting. All
Peacefully.
right, now, before the boss goes, we're just going to give away the big dragon because, well, if we're 5 away now from another big dragon, so I'm hoping that we can give away 2 big dragons. If you would like to win this
I don't know what happened tonight.
big old McFarlane Sorcerer Dragon, type in !sick, S-I-C-K, !sick, and we are going to give away that dragon, and they're going to talk for a little bit. Hey, mute me. I'm going to go up and grab 3 more, and then we'll pick which one.
Woo!
Woo! We're sick because both the sewer makes us sick and we're killing people sickly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So while the DM is away, we can strategize.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
What if we just moved everyone? Like, what?
Turns out I have a couple more spell slots than I initially anticipated.
Oh!
Like 2 whole 2-level spells.
Ooh.
That is handy,
are they?
sir.
2 whole 2
If you
levels.
noticed, we are about to be flanked.
Where are we?
What do you mean we're about to be?
I got
flanked?
Yeah,
nothing.
wait, that dude's dead.
No?
Which one?
At the very top.
At the very
he moved
top,
them.
he
He moved
keeps
them to the
moving
top of the
them.
hallway.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I didn't
he
even
keeps moving
notice.
them.
Oh, I
He
thought
keeps
that was
moving
us.
them. No.
Wait, is there a
No.
door at the top? Can we shut it and secure the door? By any
Yes.
way?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
No, for
It would
sure.
take an
That's something
action
we
from
could
Ollie.
definitely do.
Yeah, I'll do that. Someone tell me.
I wonder if you could like
Because it
bend
locks
something
from
in the
the
door
inside.
so that it
I
can't
don't
even
think
open.
I
It
have
locks.
enough.
Oh, it does?
movement.
Oh,
So
word.
you're gonna make them lockpick.
Yes.
So, Ollie, you're right by that
I know.
door.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Wait, 2 dragons
Someone
now?
tell me though. Yeah.
Also, we have like a
2
Wait,
dragons. We just got it. 2 dragons.
Oh
2
my
chains.
gosh!
I'm tired of
Wait,
looking
where
at
are the
them.
other ones?
Oh, they're
Oh, yeah,
so
fuck.
cool too.
They
might
are
do
really
that.
cool. I kind of want one. Can I win
Show
the
the
chat?
dragon. The one
my
that's up,
gosh.
Adam.
That's insane.
2 dragons in one
It
night.
is up.
Isn't it 3?
Right now.
I don't know. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that.
Put the opening.
Stop putting
Oh, I can do
demands
that.
on
Yeah.
him.
Unmute.
All right, so we
That's a
just
great
hit
night.
our second massive dragon giveaway. And so I'm just going to once we do the drawing for that, I'll let you guys pick which one you want. We got this awesome 2-headed dragon here.
Little creepy.
Oh, that thing is
but I
so
like it.
sick!
Super cool.
So cool.
Uh-huh.
You can choose that
Exclamation
one,
point! Sick.
or you can choose this
classic.
sea dragon that is destroying the ship.
That is a Loch Ness monster right there.
Or you got this
Oh, that one's sweet.
this fire dragon kind of
Oh,
looking
that one's
back.
Cute!
That one is
looking
kind
back
of cute.
over
like
his
that one.
shoulder incredulously at what comes to bother
I
him.
think he's more like, don't look at me.
That's when
So-
someone
Don't
makes the first
bother me.
attack.
So we will
And it
give
just looks
one
back.
of those away at as well. So stick around, and yeah, thank you guys. This is amazing, and we really appreciate you being here. As we're gonna just keep on.
Continue to
Keep it
die
on.
and repeat.
So exclamation point sick if you would like to win the dragon in the giveaway here. That is rotating exclamation point sick. And you will have the chance at that dragon there, and then we'll do the giveaway for one of those other three. You can choose. All right. So thank you again for all of those subs. We really appreciate it, guys. You're amazing, and obviously we love for you to follow the channel and get your chance at winning multiple giveaways every single week. And if this happens each week, I'm gonna go through all those dragons up there quick.
Yeah. Well, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good
Problem.
thing.
Good
I'll just be
problem.
buying more to give away to you guys. That's how this works. So, okay. The boss is up. He looks at the situation that's going on, and he first gives a loud whistle.
Oh no.
And as he does so, you see him kind of
What?
bamf
Misty step.
to the side and hits a button, and the large container that is there begins to shift to the side. He looks out at what's going on, and he sees Ray and June and Oliver all next to him, and he mutters something under his breath.
I wish I
And
had counter spell.
There
Google
is
Translate.
3 sparks of fire that emerge, and they all swirl around as what looks to be almost like a tiara or a headpiece glows fiery bright, and they go out in 3 directions.
Disadvantage on June and Oliver, correct? I hit him with Ancestral Garden.
He's no longer 5 feet from you.
Oh, that was a rule?
Yeah, there's a proximity to that.
I
How do
believe
we
that.
choose when he has disadvantage? Do we have to say that before you roll?
We all just collectively just.
You can, if you want me to have disadvantage, you can tell me that right now.
How many
Just
do you
I would
have?
say-
It's 2, but it
If
would
this
be
is
on
like a
one
magic
person.
missile
Yeah.
type thing. There's no, it's just an automatic.
It's not magic missile. This is a scorching ray.
Scorching ray.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Do you want me to use any of my disadvantages?
Well,
on
Ray's
this?
about to get scorched.
I know.
Yes, no?
I don't
Disadvantages?
Nah.
Nah.
Nah,
Okay. Against Ray, that is a natural 20.
Oh boy.
that hits.
So that's
boy.
20
Told you.
points of fire damage to you. Against June,
Okay.
Please let roll.
that's another
my
natural
goodness.
20.
Oh my
That's 20 points of
goodness.
fire damage to you.
Oh
Can
no.
you retroactively put the
And
disadvantage
Oliver.
Disadvantage on this one for sure.
Are you rolling with advantage?
Yeah.
Why? Just
That's
curious.
the mechanic.
Oh yeah.
That's why. So disadvantage would have just made it a
I don't
straight
think-
roll.
I didn't realize it was.
That
with
is
advantage.
a
That's different story.
22 to hit,
Yeah.
and so that's 10 points of fire damage to you. As the container is slowly shifting its position,
I
Where's
was
the
trying to
container?
run.
Probably where the secret exit is.
right here next to the
Oh
the
jeez.
secret exit. All right, Ray, it is your turn.
feel like I got
I would
skipped in
like
there.
to. What did you say?
Did I skip you?
Yeah.
Okay, Oliver, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think before he would have acted.
If you go ahead and do something that would change that, you can do that.
I'm looking.
Please.
Charm person.
Will you be my
That is a
friend?
fantastic cape there, sir.
Should I do this?
He has advantage because you are in combat with him. If you give me disadvantage, it would be a straight roll.
Right.
And he would only be he would be friendly towards you, not your friends. So one of those that
Yeah.
the 10 spot wouldn't hit you, it would hit Rubius instead.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna thunder wave him.
Thunderwave him. All right. So you're going to step up
Yep.
and get within
Right there.
10 feet.
Yep.
Go ahead and you roll your thunder wave.
It's a con save on your end.
Yep, so that's this whole area gets thunder waved as this guy's body just gets flung against the wall. And he slams into the wall. And I have to roll a con save.
Mm-hmm.
Am I rolling with disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
The beast.
That is a 13.
Fails.
Yes.
Nice.
As he gets thrown back and is knocked prone. And
He takes what the heck just happened there? 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage as the booming sound echoes forth and reverberates all through the hideout and into the sewers. And he takes 16 points of damage as his body is just laying there awkwardly against the container, which is still sliding open. All right. We did that out of position, but that's okay. Ray, it is now your turn.
I will run up and attack the bad guy.
Okay, now that he is prone, so that actually worked out to your advantage.
It did, actually.
Yes.
You have advantage on the
Did we
attack.
still get the damage then? We're still assuming it went like that?
Yeah.
Still will happen.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I mean, I can put him back there, and
No, that's fine.
then that never happens.
Which might be better.
11?
11 does not hit.
Advantage.
With advantage?
Yeah, one was a crit fail and one was a 5, so...
Cheapers.
Would I be able to, since I have a little bit of movement, can I drag him away from the door with my movement? Would that be a bonus action?
To grapple is an attack.
He's prone, though.
Right, but to grapple him is an attack.
You already attacked.
Yeah. If you would have used your attack to grapple him, then you could move him, but you used your attack
I
to
thought
attack.
it could be a
Yeah,
bonus.
it's okay.
No worries.
All right. The few enemies that remain. This one turns to you, Morthos, and makes his attack. That's a 14.
Not even close.
As this
Get that crap out of
as
here.
this door flings open
Yep.
and two more rush in
Oh. Russian.
and see what's going on. The first one attacks you, Morthos.
So wait, you're telling me that door just pushed me out of the way?
It opens. It
All
opens.
the other doors opened in.
Well, that one didn't.
Ah,
It's a 7
It was
to
a
hit.
failure in design.
yeah. No,
7 to
7 does
hit.
not hit.
And another 7.
Still does not
Those
hit.
dice
Oh
are
my
done.
god.
These guys.
You sure they're blind? He's blind. They're blind.
Actually, they get to here. And they can just see the top of Oliver, and they both take shots at Oliver with
Oh jeez.
crossbow bolts.
At his head?
First is a 5.
Nope.
The second is a natural 20.
Yeah.
So
Headshot, you're
that
dead.
is 8 points of damage to you as it pierces you in the back.
But you should have saw that coming.
And it is now Morthos' turn.
I will hit the one that I hit before.
Okay, very good. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, 13.
13 hits.
Woo! 8.
8. Very good. And
I will take my echo and just move him 5 feet south.
okay.
Yep.
All right. He is, as you stab him with the sword, you slash him across his side, his ribs are flayed open, and you cut straight through his leather armor, and he is staggered. He is barely holding on. Rubius.
All right. Can Rubius move to a position where he doesn't shoot Ray and shoots the bad guy, the boss? Sorry. Try this
He is
again.
prone, so you have disadvantage on the attack.
I feel like he would have disadvantage.
No, as a prone creature, ranged attacks have disadvantage.
Does that count for spells too?
Yeah.
Okay, a natural 20 and a 19.
Wow.
So,
That hits.
That's
Why
20.
you sigh?
Disadvantage this son.
Because
Do you have any special shots?
I do, but I'm saving a special arrow for a certain beast.
Okay.
Well, I have 8 health left. So.
It might be a thunder wave.
Well, it's worth saving for. Maybe. All right. So my damage is 8 to the boss's body.
As the arrow goes between Ray's legs and pierces into his shoulder area as he's scrambling on the ground trying to get up from the massive figure of Ray looming over him.
Woo! A little warning next time.
That was how much damage?
8.
8.
I had it under control.
Very good. It is now Oliver's turn.
All right.
As you're aware that there are people running in from behind.
They shot at me.
Yep.
Do I think I could get to the door and lock them out? Because that one locked from the inside.
You can try.
Go for it.
Are they right at the door?
No, they're
Then
about
yeah,
30 feet back.
I want to try to do that.
Okay. So you turn around and step up. You close the doors and you throw the latch.
Right.
And it is locked.
They don't have
Okay.
keys. We're good.
And then I'm going to... Is that my action to do that?
Yes.
I do nothing.
Okay. And you don't have any bonus. You don't have any inspirations left.
I got nothing,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, you're. Okay, very good.
I'm
It is now
dying.
June's turn.
Okay. So I don't actually know how this works, but could I cast suggestion on the boss?
Sure.
I can see him. What dice do I use? Like, how does that?
Nothing.
I
What's-
have to make a save against you.
Oh,
what
okay.
type
Word.
of save does it... It's probably wisdom.
It's wisdom 13.
Yep. So I have to roll a save.
Do we-
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage on this one?
Disadvantage.
Do you want to disadvantage?
Disadvantage for
Okay.
sure.
What are you going to tell him?
What are you suggesting him to
You
do?
can't say like kill yourself.
I
or
know,
something like
I know that. So I'm gonna say, and tell me if it's like I need to do something else.
Well,
But
you can't because that's metagaming.
no.
We
All
didn't
right.
do that.
So I'm going to, or June is going to say, she's like staggering. She's already been wounded a lot. She's hurt. She's going to raise her hand and say, "Your forces are already killing us. You just want to watch and do nothing and observe." I would say observe.
Very good. So you're saying you observe. Now, the way that suggestion works is once they complete their action, the spell ends. So are you setting an endpoint on the observation? Observe till when?
We're all dead.
Okay. So he kind of, his eyes look up at you and he's kind of captured by the mesmerizing tone of your voice and he rolls with
Just
disadvantage.
curiosity, what time is it?
10.
Oh,
In the game or
In the game
in
or
real
real
life?
life?
No, in the game.
Oh.
It is, yeah, it's around 10:30.
At night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at midnight, I happen to get something back. That could
17 and 19 on the die.
No.
So he
Darn.
shakes his head and is able
Good
to
try, though.
resist your suggestion.
I'm like,
He looks at you, and as he looks at Ray looming over him, and then looks out at the passageway that is opening up, he
He gets up with his motion.
I don't have any bonus actions.
he shifts.
I get a.
He misty steps.
You can easily step from a prone position onto your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he
I don't
appears
get it.
directly behind Morthos,
Dude,
and he makes.
it's not good.
He looks at Morthos and he says, "We can't have you. You'll die." And he makes 3 attacks against you, Morthos, with advantage.
Well,
do we want to disadvantage this one? So it's
That guy's on top of the steps, man.
You are flanked.
let's disadvantage that one.
I don't know about that. He's on
Straight
top
roll.
of the stair. He's not down there yet.
straight roll.
It's all right.
Okay, so I
It's all
have
right.
3
Go for
attacks,
it.
so you can make one of them straight.
Oh my goodness.
Worth it?
No.
This would have been really nice if the suggestion worked.
Nope. All right, go. Well,
Okay.
wait. Do one at a time. Maybe we'll see how
Okay,
it goes.
First attack with advantage.
That's good. That's
Is
really good. I almost matched
15.
them all.
Nope.
No.
No.
Second attack with advantage is 19.
Nope.
Time out. Do we want to do
Nope.
this one straight? We want to just go for it?
Go for it. Go for
All
it
right.
straight.
You have your shield out.
Yeah.
If he goes down, though, everyone's flooding in that room.
Yeah, we're dead.
Third attack with advantage is 26.
That hits, and he takes 28 damage. Because I hellish rebuke that crap out of him.
Okay. Very
Yes!
good. So 28 damage to him.
That was
Very
it.
good.
I maxed
You
out
read him
2 of
to
them and
filth.
an 8.
Awesome.
How about that?
That's awesome. As the fire engulfs him, he pierces you, and the fire emerges from his feet while the radiant energy falls from the heavens, and he lets out a scream as he is basically
yeah.
being cooked alive. However,
I'm going to take a lot of damage, I'm sure.
he does. Let's see.
I'm so nervous right now.
You take.
I'm
you
nervous
take
eating and
22
drinking.
points
My
of
mouth is
piercing
dry.
damage as he hits you with the sneak attack as well. All right.
I'm the sneaky snake.
You still up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, very good. It is now
Jeepers.
Ray's turn.
They're 40 feet away from me, right?
Um,
I think I counted right. Oh, I can go over the table?
I'm so stressed
you
my
could get
eyes are
right up
crossing.
to him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And
Okay.
I'd be flanking him, right?
Yep. So you now have advantage.
All right. I will attack.
Okay.
Go down already!
Inspiring message.
12.
12 does not hit. With advantage? Ooh, that hurts.
6 and a
Ooh,
5.
That stinks.
Man.
Sorry. As he now knows your tactics, you pretty much swing in the same direction every single time.
That's
12
fair.
to 6.
And he knows you're behind him, and he times it just right so that when the hammer arcs through the air, he sidesteps it and smashes into the ground. And he just looks at you with a weak smile as he is blistered from head to toe with the burns all over his body. And as this happens, the 3 compatriots all attack Morthos. First attack with advantage from this guy.
Do we want to straight it?
We only have 1 left. I would save it for the boss.
We're fighting the boss.
This is the boss.
No.
No,
We're using
it's
it?
not.
The boss
Okay,
already went.
advantage
Boss of the moment.
is 14.
No.
Second attack, 9.
No.
Third attack, 8.
No.
Are they blind?
As they all miss,
Morthos are like,
these rush up, and you hear the as the doors are being
Gandalf.
slammed into. 13.
Don't give him ideas.
The latch begins to buckle and crack under their weight, but holds
Okay.
under the weight of their blows. It is now Morthos' turn. As you find yourself surrounded by 4 enemies, and Ray on the other side of the bad guy.
So I will. The one that's to my south, I will attack again.
Okay?
One that should be just about dead.
Okay, this one here. Go
Yeah.
ahead and make your attack.
24.
That hits, and as you slash him with your
9.
sword once more, this time he goes down
Goes
and is
down.
finished.
Kill the boss.
With that, I will move my echo behind Ray.
Okay?
Which one did he kill?
He killed just the one he was.
And then I will move there.
Okay.
And that was my bonus action. That's it.
Okay, very good. And so you watch as Morthos slashes and strikes down one of the enemies. His echo steps behind Ray, and then he looks at the 3 and gives his own little wry smile as the blood is kind of pouring through his armor, and he appears in the position of his echo behind the massive form of Ray. Rubius.
Right.
Come on, Rube. Come on.
Hand with his heavy crossbow aimed at the boss again. Is his line of sight impeded by anything?
Nope, you're good. There are
says-
2 large basins of liquid near you, but they don't impede you.
Be a good boy and die.
If you miss.
That's a 23.
Nice.
23 hits, roll your damage.
Yes.
Say 3, 4, 7 damage.
7 damage. As you train your arrow on him and he winds up to attack Morthos a second time, you find the gap in his plate and you pierce straight through his armpit,
Thank you.
and it pierces into his side as he catches himself.
Thanks
And
for listening.
you begin to see the blood start pouring out of his mouth as he just kind of slumps down against the wall and he's just coughing up blood as he just kind of drops his dagger and is clearly fading away.
Way to be Rubius.
That finishing move is called the shish kebab. The monks
Ollie.
used to make those at the temple all the time.
I'm gonna look for the guy I thunder waved away.
Mm-hmm.
Is his weapon or anything there? I want to try to rebar the door with his weapon.
His weapon is in the spot where he was
I want
felled.
to pick it up and try to like jam it into the door to give it extra support.
Okay, roll
I
a
like it. I like the thought.
athletics check to see how firmly you can plant it.
I'm gonna do it in a handstand using my tail for acrobatics instead.
Okay,
Wait, seriously?
sure. I just made the DC 30.
All right, I won't. I'll go back.
Okay.
Wanna test me?
13.
13. You seek to plunge the dagger into the door, but you are not able to really hit it in a spot that would actually increase the pressure on the lock, and you don't think you really did much.
I hand it to Bart. I turn around. I tell him, "All right, you work on that." Is that my action?
I would say that is your action, yes.
I'll tell him to work on that while I will basically push up against it and try to
Hold it in.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. It is now June's turn.
Is JB conscious? Can I make a medicine check?
He
coherent?
made a medicine check, yep.
Yeah, 13.
He is conscious, very badly beaten, and it looks like he kind of is going in and out of consciousness.
see effectively 0 hit points.
He's awake enough to be able to respond to a question, but his hands are tied, so he can do no somatic components of any spells, and he has it's a weird compressor on his mouth that he can speak, but there are certain. Basically, he speaks with a heavy
Lisp.
a lisp. I say there. So he can't really enunciate his spells.
Did the sloth. My feet are sweaty.
My name is JB.
Yes.
Yes. So he is alive, but they've clearly taken steps to interdict his ability to cast spells.
Well, that changes things.
Bellyammoth.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, so what is June going to do then? Yeah, I'm just gonna go over to him.
We
And
came here for him.
yeah, so I'm gonna try and... You said there's straps holding him down and there's a mouthpiece.
Yep.
So if the mouthpiece was taken off, he could still cast from where he was
He
lying.
would be able to cast a purely somatic spell. Verbal spell, but anything that required hand motions, he still would be unable to.
Does he have verbal spells?
Yeah. Either way, we're gonna have to get him out. So
Yeah, okay.
Pick your poison. Take his hands out first, and then the vocal thing next, or whatever.
He can take his own thing out with his hands free.
Ooh, that's actually true.
That is a good point. Yeah, so I'm going to try and go
So
free
you,
the straps that are holding him down.
they're.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that.
Why
You don't-
I'm brainstorming on the way over.
You don't have a dagger or anything to cut with.
Her
do you?
dart is it
I do have
sharp?
darts.
You have dart, yes. So
Yeah.
you can use your dart and roll a.
That's like when I use a pen to open a
You
package.
say roll a straight wisdom check to see how if you can find the weak point in this strap to be able to cut his right arm free.
When you say straight, that means I can't add the modifier?
You just add your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this when you rolled the 1?
Did you roll?
No,
that?
I did not
double
listen.
that.
No, I didn't roll a 1. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Plus 3, so it's 5.
So you're trying to
Good lord,
cut
every
through the
time I
strap, but
need
this
it.
leather is thick and strong, and it is not. Your dart is more for piercing rather than for slashing, so you're having a hard time actually getting this undone. It is now Ray's turn.
She's gonna run over to the boss guy who is
Okay,
still
you're-
fading.
He is fading, yes.
And I'm going to grab him by the shoulders. Where is Killian? Tell us now.
And he looks at you.
That dice is going in the dice jar.
Teague is gonna fillet you all.
Who?
Teague.
Oh, I thought his name was Teeth from last time.
Teague.
Gotta change that. Thought that was weird.
Note.
I give
Teague
him a
going.
kind of like a disgusted look, and I'm going to attack the guy in the green shirt.
Okay.
Who that is?
Teague.
From our notes.
Go ahead and roll your
Recklessly
attack. Yep.
Finally. 22.
22, that hits. Roll your damage.
9.
9. As your hammer arcs through the air and smashes into his chest, he is thrown back down the stairs, catches himself, and sees that their enemy, the boss, has gone down. They both disengage and run.
Some healing would be nice, June.
Making my way over.
The door breaks open, Oliver.
Even with me pushing against it? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
And knocks
And-
you out of their range.
And they both take attacks against you.
Jeez.
I still have one disadvantage left. if
Yeah,
you
I'd
want-
like to use it.
We
I
should
really
probably-
would.
We should.
probably use it.
Okay.
Let's use it.
Main guys down.
So I'm rolling with disadvantage on the first attack. Those are both 14. Plus 3 is 17. So you take 4 points of piercing damage on the first attack, and the second attack is a natural 20. You take 8 points of piercing
Down.
damage. Oliver goes down as they step over his body and survey the situation. And then turn around and
Was it
Run.
worth it, guys?
back up. They back up as they see what's going on. Another one takes a shot at Rubius.
Did they enter my range?
They
for
did
an
not.
opportunity
They
attack?
got right in front of Oliver, and then that is a 15.
Just meets.
So you take 4 points of piercing damage as well.
Oh! They got me!
Do I get an
I'm
advantage opportunity attack when they ran away from me?
He used a disengage
gotcha.
action.
Engaged.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So they disappear around the
Fair enough.
side, and you now hear yelling, something to the effect of, "Skeps is down. Get out of here. Cut our losses," type of a thing.
I like that. I like those yells.
And it is now Morthos' turn. You saw the guys come in, shoot Rubius, and then back out. You can pursue them if you wish. But there are no other enemies currently up.
Yeah.
All right, I will use my bonus action to put my echo 15 feet in their direction.
Okay. That would be kind of next to the dead guy there.
Yep. I will then have, let's see, I gotta see. Oh yeah, I still have full movement. Can you get to him in 30 feet?
The Echo?
Yep.
Yep.
And he's gonna just whack the one that's right in front of him.
So your Echo runs basically through the air at an angle up to the top of the stairs.
Yep. Just kind of
And
through
just
air.
runs right up and
16.
goes to punch and punches the one right in the chest as he is kind of knocked back by the weight of the radiant blow.
6.
And keeps his feet and his wide eyes at the carnage and is clearly turning to run. Rubius.
He's going to walk over to where Ollie is. Right before Ollie. And he's going to see them down the hallway and go, Just shoot.
I like it.
All right. You see one has just been struck by...
I'm going for that guy's head.
Go ahead, roll your attack. That's the one that hit you as well.
That's 26.
That hit.
Did you see that teeter?
Yep.
That was sick.
That'll do.
1d10. What am I doing?
Wish my dice did that. Mine teeters and goes the wrong way.
Well, you just burnt
I
that
always
one.
do really
So.
good attacks and terrible damage.
Oh, that's my good
That's
one.
5 damage.
5 as the arrow now pierces into what looks to be it's kind of like his stomach area as he is
Doesn't feel
hunched over.
good, does it?
Ollie, death save, please.
I forgot what I'm doing. Rolling the d20. That is a success.
Woo!
Okay, that is a success. And June, you are up.
It's only one
Okay.
success. I'm
gonna
still
get you.
down. I
I'm gonna
need to
get you
get
up.
3.
I'm right
Yeah.
beside you.
Okay, so I actually have in my equipment, I have a potion of healing.
Okay.
So would that take up my action to throw the potion
No,
to
don't do
Oliver?
that.
No,
That's
I
a
wouldn't.
great
No, yeah,
plan.
you're right.
Don't do it. This
I know.
is a
I just
rookie
didn't.
mistake.
I didn't want to run away from JP though, but yeah, I'm actually gonna leave JP, and I'm gonna say like
don't
over
need
my
it.
shoulder. JP's like, ugh.
So you
but
run
yeah.
up to Oliver and you use your action to give him the potion.
Yes,
Okay. Roll 2d4 plus 2. That's the little pyramid ones.
Here,
I know that one.
use one. Use.
Well, my D4's been actually pretty good today.
Well, use
If I get my bad luck on your dice, that's bad. All right, it was 2d4 plus what?
2.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
See? Okay. So the first
No,
one
no.
is
And roll a
One.
second.
the other one.
1
And
plus...
I know, I know.
Just roll one.
2.
So 3
So 3
plus
plus 2, so
5.
5
So you
points of
take
healing.
5 points of healing.
Can
Very
I
good.
do a bonus attack with my last chi point?
No, you can only use a unarmed strike, flurry of blows when you use
Oh, that-
the
yeah.
attack action.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Darn.
So that was your action, and it is now Ray's turn as those people have disappeared around the corner.
I gave you something.
Ray is running
I'm
straight to
alive.
Oliver.
Straight to Oliver.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I get to him?
You cannot. Actually, no, you can't because all the spaces are taken.
Am I able to like grab Oliver?
He is 10 feet away from you.
I have really long arms.
Can you knock?
I'm
to
7
the
feet
side?
now.
Not 10 feet long.
Okay. I will hold an action if the guys get any closer to me.
Okay, holding an action. Very good.
Oh, wait.
They all they keep running.
Oh, they're running away. Okay.
Did they disengage?
They did. They didn't even
They didn't attack.
attack, and so they disappear around the hall. You are all effectively out of combat.
Oh,
I help Ollie up.
Okay, before we do that, we are going to give away our.
We gave away both dragons.
Did we?
Yep.
No, we did. There's still the little guys though.
We gave those away too.
Oh, we did.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So everything's been given
The
away.
dice were 1. The 2 minis were 1.
Okay.
And the 2 dragons were 1.
Which one did they pick?
So the bashful one was won by Moxie, and
Bashful one.
That's the
The white one that's
with
looking back
over
like-
his
Oh,
shoulder.
okay.
Paint me like one of your
Moxie got
French
this one.
dragons.
And
Awesome.
then-
Congratulations, Moxie, at this amazing dragon.
Celtic
pretty cool.
Boar won again. He won the other dragon, or she, and
The brown one that's rotating.
well, the way we were doing this one was letting them pick. It said in the chat
Oh, okay. So
of the other 2.
so rather than the brown one.
It could be that one or the other one.
Okay. So what they want?
They didn't pick. They said Scoob will surprise them,
Oh, okay.
which I guess you'll surprise them.
So we can just give them the brown one then.
Sure,
cooler.
the one that's rotating.
Yeah. Congrats. That one's been up there. We'll get another one up on the rotating pedestal.
yeah.
So we'll give that one away. Awesome.
I love that secret.
Awesome. So congratulations.
I lift Ollie up.
We lived.
You lived. You lift Ollie up. He is alive.
There
You are
go, good friend.
out of combat, and go ahead and do your role playing.
I kind of pat Oliver down like a frantic person. Are you okay? Where are you bleeding?
Everywhere, and I'm okay right now. But we gotta go get JB, and he starts walking in the opposite direction because that's how beat up he is.
I quick grab his arm. The bad guys are that way, man.
Oh yeah, no, all right, yep. And he falls over.
I kind of
Morthos-
just pick him up and I carry him.
Okay.
Morthos
the
goes to
small
JB and finishes releasing his restraints.
Okay, so JB is released, and he reaches up and takes the mouthpiece off. And I am sincerely grateful for you coming after me.
Do you know what Gideon is?
I've not
you seen him?
nor heard of Killian. I was disoriented and impeded from casting any of my spells by some magical field. And then when they came in and beat me, I could not resist. I thought I was done for sure.
Rubius looks at the boss.
Well, we've got to hurry before he wakes up. He was not very fun.
He
The boss?
He's gone.
I don't think he will ever wake up.
Can we search him? Did he say anything before he died?
I tried to get him to tell us where Killian is.
And what did he say?
He said Tig is gonna fillet us. Like a fish.
Like a fish.
I don't want to be a fish sandwich.
Wait.
But when
Wait,
the guards were
fillet
running
or
away,
fillet?
I think they're spelled the same way.
Oliver
so,
does this, and he holds out his hand, and Bart starts rooting around somewhere, and then a book gets put into his hand, and he starts reading. Captain Teague went to see Lady in the Woods. Does that sound like the same person he said? Teague?
yes.
Sure.
He was kind of hard to understand. I mean, blood was kind of gushing from his mouth.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
But I think so. That means he's here probably.
Captain Teague was the owner of the ship that we cleared out.
Yes. Where they were the crazy spiders.
Yeah, so we put two and two together here.
He wants revenge.
If a new... Well, didn't you guys learn that a new gang started in town?
This
Yes.
gang.
A dreadful bunch.
And
I believe
this
they were the
guy
poop
knows who
folk.
Teague is? They gotta be connected. We should check him, see if there's anything on him. Can someone carry me over there? My legs are tired.
I'm going to help him over. I'm gonna like put one shoulder under his
Oliver's
arm.
gonna try to jump into your arms. Because
But
he has to be
I'm
carried.
also wounded.
She's shorter than you.
As June
But I'm
kind of
strong.
misses, Ray
Very
dives and catches him before he hits the ground. And I cradle him like a little baby.
All right,
thank you.
He begins to purr in your arms uncontrollably.
Which is self-healing, actually, for cats. So
Yeah.
yes, he does.
Aw,
I
that's
scratch
so
the back of
cute.
his ears.
That's adorable.
I also cast...
He shouts out at him. Do you know any magic that could find Killian?
I know there is such magic that exists in the world, but unfortunately, I'm not
You just don't know it.
equipped with such at this time.
Morthos starts to just open all the doors that are there.
They are all empty, save one. Has it's a door like the others, but it actually opens to a hallway which seems to go deeper into the stone.
Can Rubius investigate what's going on in those little cauldrons?
Yeah.
What's the stewing?
They look to be various concoctions of a viscous green and yellow stew.
It's soup.
Cabbage soup. Has anybody investigated the boss yet?
Well, that's what I was...
Is that what you were
That's what-
doing?
yeah.
Oh, I thought you got helped over to the wall.
there because I'm too tired
Okay.
to walk.
Okay, so you get over to the boss. Go ahead and roll your investigation check.
With help, because she's helping me.
Sure.
I'm petting his ears, whispering encouraging words.
13.
Okay. There's two things that you find. First is his cape, which, despite all the stab wounds, seems to have weathered the attack and the fire. Most interestingly, was not touched by the fire at all. And so you see this red cape with kind of a gold embroidery all through it.
Probably not special.
I don't think so either.
And on his head, this almost tiara-looking thing that glowed with the fiery brightness and almost like a white gemstone in the center. It also catches your eye.
These are pretty cool. None of you will get these.
Okay, you find a pouch of gold on his person as well.
Okay.
That has 280 gold in it.
All right.
This place can take like years to find everyone. Who knows? Maybe the guards are already getting Killian and dragging him away if they're clearing.
It's very possible.
There's no notes on him or anything like that.
No notes.
I'm looking at the guy on the table who
What'd
was
you roll with
flayed.
your investigation?
13.
13? Yeah. That's what you find on his person.
I'm looking at the guy on the table who was flayed, and as I'm looking at him, I'm saying, why would this person be
with
flayed?
advantage.
Okay.
I say that after he rolls with advantage.
16.
Doesn't change anything.
Frick on a stick.
All right, go ahead and roll your... what are you trying to determine why he's being flayed open?
Yeah, if there's any clues on
Medicine
his
check.
person. Ooh. 21.
So, with your training in the arts of healing and medicine, you see that they were very intentional about actually removing certain organs. And as you pull back the bandages, you see that this was no human. This was no elf. This was a type of creature you've never seen before. And as you look at the bandages, you see that it actually has yellowish skin. It has long, lanky arms and legs, very taut and athletically built. And they almost seem to be dissecting it, as if trying to figure out its interior. With that, you also find on its middle finger a ring, and as you turn it over, you see that it had a container, I'm blanking on the word, quiver. There it is. A quiver of arrows that are empty and gone. But you find on its ring what looks to be a singular brass ring that ends with an arrow and the fletching on the end that's kind of curled around into a ring. So it looks like that.
That's from Griffin.
It's from Griffin. Griffin Saddlebag. Check him out.
You got awesome stuff.
magic items.
Oh.
I'm reading it before I pass it.
Okay.
Guys, we need to go follow them. Does anybody have healing? And then we could go find them, and maybe they'll lead us to Killian. We need to find Killian.
Yes, I know.
Let's go chase after them. They gotta leave here somewhere.
The hunt is afoot.
Doesn't Oliver have healing spells?
I have one.
I didn't even get to read it
You
yet.
hear the roar of the creature,
Oh,
This is
no.
mine.
Give it to
which seems
I wanna
to
read it.
be
That'll be mine.
I know, but I want to read it.
extremely close.
Oh,
Like,
no.
On the other side of the wall somewhere, you feel its steps as it goes. It roars again and kind of continues on. It seems to be very close, but it can't fit into the openings into this hideout. And as you hear the creature lumber away into the distance, and you all kind of gather yourselves, with JB now collected. June, you take the ring and you look at it and you kind of flip it over to Rubius.
This would look good on mine.
We are going to pick up there next session as we get our wizard back, who was having his anniversary tonight. Congratulations on yet
Congrats.
another year of blissful marriage to you, Steve. And we are thankful that you are a part of our crew here, and it'll be great to have you back. And so we'll pick up there as you guys have cleared out this little base, and you now figure out where to go from here next session. So thank you to all of the amazing people who joined our session this week and who rated the stream, and we got to give away some really cool stuff. And we hope to see you again next week as we give away more things and we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Cheers, everyone.
Night.